bop, bop. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Hold tight, the Wembley Trophy winners in the last 2 weeks. I salute you all.
Wow. I am joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Oh, nice lot. La 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 la. Oh, nice lot. Yeah, man. I'm ready, man. I'm locked in. I'm strapped in, man. Top 4 finish next season now. And we'll go. We move.
Top 4 finish, he says, indeed. Guys, we finally have wrapped up all the club football of the 2024 season, 23-24. I want to get your highlights of the frigging week. Talk to me. What is your highlight this week?
Do you know what? It's been a beautiful week, really. You know why? Because I found out that the FA Cup admin's a Man United fan. Because every morning I wake up and he's tweeting the beautiful game. So it is lovely for me.
You've got to be kidding me.
But in reality, it was just good to be with the boys at the Champions League final, watching the game, all that stuff. Yeah, it was a good weekend.
What about you, AD? Highlight of the week?
Yeah, man, it's got to be the same, man. If you're the top 4 boys, sort of grab some booze, grab the table, and watch the game. Defo. Maybe next year, God willing, we can do a top 4 one where we invite some of the gang. Maybe
a live watch along, live show.
Watch along something, yeah. Who knows, man. Just a pipe dream. Oscar's pipe dream, to be fair.
Oscar's pipe dream.
Wow.
Incredible scenes. Yeah, Oscar is not here because he's in Edinburgh. He's up there in Scotland. God knows what he's doing. Obviously, he's working.
Oh, do you know what I found out today?
What did you find out?
But it's not pertinent. But I realized that I'm not going to be here when the Euros finals is done. I'm in another country. I was like,
unbelievable. You see these jet setters.
Unbelievable scenes, yeah.
All these jet setters do is leave us. They just leave us here in London when the sun doesn't come out. To be fair, yesterday, glorious day.
It was glorious.
It was lovely. But yeah, it's been subpar, to be fair, to say the least. But yeah, that's my highlight of the weekend as well, man. The Champions League final, watching it with the gang. Westfield settings. It was lit, man. It was lit. Right. Let's get into some of these tweets as well. Big up yourselves. Make sure you comment here in the comment section. We'll be reading your comments out as much as we can. Bear in mind, I'm presenting and doing these comments, so you know what I'm saying. Straight in, without even wasting time. Mbappe is a what? Well,
Comunicado official. We are
here. It is official. It is official. Mr. Kylian Mbappe has joined Real Madrid. We'll get into that conversation. Murad is saying why? Why that? Why are we saying these things? Murad also goes on to say, good evening to the greatest footballing podcast to air on a Monday night when finally the Galacticos have come back to the Santiago Bernabeu. Oh, unbelievable scenes, Jeff. Yep, Real Madrid, of course, collecting number 15. And once again, we will get into that.
Peter, number what?
Say again?
Number what?
You heard me. 15.
Flipping that.
1-5.
The second place is 7, more than double. That is horrible.
You literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was literally about to say the same thing. Second place has got 7. So there you go. So
the gap.
Say again.
The gap is more than the second. WWE when Vacant holds the world title. That's crazy, man. It's ridiculous.
All right, but you know what? Big up AC because they have been second for time. For time.
So I got with my Italian mates. We always have this debate on what's the biggest team in Italy. Is it AC Milan or is it Juventus? Like which? It's hard to decide.
International.
It can't be.
Listen,
front.
We're fans, yeah. We are Interisti, but
I know Interisti. After Juve, it's Inter. I'll have that. Or bigger than AC.
No,
I don't.
That's
think
a slap in the face.
It's the mate. They got 7 Champions Leagues. Come
I
on,
can't just write it off, man.
come on.
7.
And to be fair, they've only got 1 title less than Inter in Serie A. So it's not like it's like, oh yeah, they got 10, Inter got 19. It's like 19 and 18. No, it's 20 and 19.
It's 20 and 19.
Exactly.
Yeah, over 10. Knocked him off the perch.
Yeah, but I mean, Juve still have like 30.
I don't know. 30 something stupid.
Anyway, Tahar says,
Tahar
says, big up top 4, Real Madrid heritage, Madrid real heritage, sorry. Tosin and Maresca, welcome. Peter Majuzzi and Mirad Semra, come outside, champions elect. Ha 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 ha. We are here. And that says, we're going to talk about Nike and Adidas charging £60 for training tops. Don't get me started on that. Shout out Remy boys. 1738. All right. Big up to everyone that's locked on right now. Make sure you do get your comments in the comment section. Assad says no, because my head is actually hot. 3 years ago, I was a European champion. Now I'm playing Conference League.
Damn.
Kissing my teeth, of course. Conference League, because Manchester United, of course, are the FA Cup winners this season. Big up Jed Spence scoring own goals in charity games. I mean, it's a lot of things. Murad responds saying, Tahar, hashtag champions expectant is the new brand. It is expected that Arsenal win the league next year. Is Oscar banged up? Free him. Nah, he's all right. But yeah, those are the comment sections. We'll keep them coming in. Is Inter bigger than Roma? Of course. Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
Is that a serious question, Murad? Unbelievable scenes. That's a disgrace. How many Serie A titles have Roma got? I swear it's 2 in their entire history. Let's pipe down.
I'm sorry.
That was like 22 years ago.
Brothers of the world. Don't forget that slogan.
Yeah, brothers of the world. Yep. Exactly. But let's get into the first. Obviously, the beginning of the show. We have to. There's nowhere else to start, is there, Robinho? Let's have it right. Real Madrid making it 15 Champions League titles after beating. After beating Borussia Dortmund 2-0 at Wembley.
TNT Sports, you rude channel.
Why?
You disrespected. You allowed that mediocre song to play in its entirety. But then when Madrid's song came on, you went to commercial break.
You can't disrespect You'll Never Walk Alone. You can't call it mediocre.
Mediocre.
I beg your pardon. What's going on there?
Mediocre.
You know what?
You know why it's mediocre? Because they will say you'll never walk alone, and then until they hit a player, and then all of a sudden that player's walking alone. They want him out. So let's not try it.
Wow. Okay, that's where we're going. That's what we're doing.
Mediocre song. Get out of here, man.
Listen, look, Real Madrid won 2-0 in a game that was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I came back to work. Everyone was talking about how boring it was and how dead it was. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed that game. Okay, now don't get me wrong. I was with good vibes, and but you know when you're watching the game intently, it's a final. You know it's nail biting stuff. Like every moment in the game it matters. You know what I mean? So
Dortmund surprised me, but
Dortmund surprised you
in the first half. I'll say that in the first half.
Okay, why? Why did they surprise you? Or how, rather?
Because they've been dead. This whole season. They have been horrible.
But they're Champions League finalists. Like, how dead are you? You know what I mean? Like, you're not dead.
Peter, we saw one side of the Champions League and we were thinking, this is top dog. And then we saw the other side. And we went, they're not winning.
they still beat, they beat PSV. Yeah, well, PSV actually in the round of 16. They beat PSG in the semi-final. The quarterfinal. Who did they knock out? I'm trying to remember. It's gone. Atletico Madrid. I mean, good value. No?
Now, they've been horrible. Every time they go back to the Bundesliga, they're holding 4-1 to Stuttgart. They're losing against, what you call it? I can't even pronounce the name because it begins with a K, but it's a madness. I'm not going to try to butcher some German.
What, Kaiserslautern?
Yeah, that one. Just getting manhandled at home. It's calm. The fact that they are only in the Champions League next season is because the rest of the German teams did well in Europe and they got the 5th spot.
But to be fair, they're a big part of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Nah, man. The people were blinded by Dortmund. Blinded by the light. And that's why I said I was surprised first half. But second half, they got dealt with. And it is what it is. But ultimately, when you play against Madrid, if you do not put your chances away, Madrid will score. And you will get punished.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that.
We did mention that in the show. We were watching the game live, and we said, "Look, Dortmund, if you do not take your chances, we knew Madrid were going to score, right? Every man and his dog knew, and Dortmund missing the chances they missed. The inevitable was them getting hit. With even if it was a set piece Carvajal header, it was something was going to happen. I mean, Nat says, look, let's keep it real. Real Madrid was holding smoke until they scored. Were they holding smoke?
They were getting. There were some points where it was twitchy. It was twitchy.
The thing is, I think if you make the Champions League final, you got something about you. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not just a dibby team. Like, don't get me wrong. Are Dortmund levels from Madrid? No, of course. Every month, a month full of Sundays, they're never winning. But the truth of the matter is that they're there. And then they had their chances and they could have scored. The thing is, I think, like, even if Dortmund had scored, I still would have thought Madrid would come back to win. Because there's something about them that I just don't understand how they've got this willingness. That freak year when they just beat everybody, like, against all odds, round after round, whether it was PSG, whether it was Chelsea, Man City, I think it was a whole season of that. And that was the year when I just said, you can't deny the football heritage. You know what I'm saying? You just can't deny it.
Bro,
yeah.
Every single year, what did you say? You know what? I don't mind Madrid in the quarters, You know what? I'll beat Madrid in the final, You know what? These men are not that good. Vinny's not that great. Time after time after time, year after year after year, 6 times in the last 11 years, they've put their hands on the big ears. And bro, at this point, it's football heritage, man. Like, and I hate to sort of strip it down to that phrase, and I hate to almost sort of erase the football element to it. But bro, what we're seeing is spiritual. What we're seeing is DNA. What we're seeing is a club that's built, that's predicated on the premise of winning. They win. All they do is win, no matter what. They've got a league double this year. Light work, nothing. Water for ducks back, bro. They got 95 points this year. And we'll look at this Real Madrid side and we'll say, oh, I'm not that impressed. I don't think it's all that. Listen, bravo. My cap is off. What an institution. What a frigging institution of football they are.
Yeah, no, the cap is definitely, I'm doffing it for sure. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you can't be this consistent. You know what I'm saying? And we deny. And we sit here denying. You know what I mean? They are legit.
Guys, they've won the Champions League 15 times.
I'm not going to count the first 5.
I mean,
it's
fine.
There,
they've won the Champions League 10 times. What? That is still more than anything that we can ever dream of.
In terms of the analysis of the game, though, to me, I just thought I thought Dortmund were good value. I thought they turned up on the day. They weren't necessarily scared.
Some turned up on the day.
I mean, you're playing against Real Madrid.
You know where he's going there. You know exactly where he's going.
I know where he's going. He's going against his own player, by the way, who plays for his club.
Who said that? I was going against Maatsen first.
Oh wow, Maatsen caught it as well.
Maatsen, yeah, I was about to say. I'm not even going to talk about Jadon Sancho because there's nothing to talk about Jadon Sancho. Quite literally, there's nothing to talk about in that game about Jadon Sancho.
Look, I think both teams could say, they had players that turned up on the day, and both teams had players that didn't really turn up on the day. It was quite a fairly even contest on the grand scale of things. The difference was quality.
He didn't turn up for Madrid.
Well, I mean, Carvajal at the start, let's have it right. I think Knights even put it in. Carvajal was not having the easiest of games. Before he I think second half, he kind of nipped him in the bud. nipped
Let's go
Adeyemi
to
in
the
the bud.
stage. Bellingham. It wasn't Bellingham's greatest game in a Madrid shirt, was it? Let's be
No,
honest.
it wasn't. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest from him. It was again. But then even the players that were on the ball, that were moving the ball, they weren't. Madrid were not lethal, were they? But they were, but they weren't. Like they weren't necessarily like when they went forward. You thought, oh God, here
Do
it
you know
is.
what it
I know
is?
what you mean. It was kind of stiff. It was kind of stiff. I know what you mean.
Do you know what it is,
Yeah, but
though?
it weren't gelling.
As much as Dortmund were good in the first half, as the days went on and I was just like, deep into the game, I don't think they respected Madrid enough.
Really?
Huh?
And I say this from social media all the way to the game itself. Just because, and I just know it's because Dortmund's those type of clubs where they love to annoy other fans and other players and other things with their social media, their teams, and then when they win, they try to think that they're the best team in the world. When it came to Madrid, it felt like, we're gonna give it our go, and then once they were, getting comfortable and like getting those shots, they were becoming sloppy because they thought that they were gonna, it's just gonna land on the Dortmund player because Madrid haven't turned up. So they were giving the ball away more and more as the game went on. And they just didn't stick to their plan because as soon as the wave turned and Sancho gave the ball to Camavinga that caused the corner, you can tell. It was just like, come on, guys, like, wake up.
Yeah, but did you not think that's two things? Would you not say that that's especially in Sancho's case, probably fatigue to sort of play at that intensity of a Champions League final, give it your all, sloppy passes are gonna happen.
I'm not having that because according to social media, his one goal is what we should apologize for in his whole Champions League run. So apparently he's the best thing since sliced bread. So I'm not having that, Adrian.
Yeah. And secondly, pressure. Like Matson just crumbled. He's just like, damn, like he just got it wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think as well, Adeyemi, when he had the chance when he went round Courtois,
I should have gone to the right.
He annoyed me. That whole game, he annoyed me.
He was annoying because he had everything but the finish. He was direct.
That,
dangerous.
He didn't need to go around Courtois. Slot it in right, 1-0. No questions asked.
I mean, I would have said, probably go around the right side of the keeper,
but even going right side, but because Courtois dived his left.
Yeah.
So it's just like, just go right.
But, Courtois is a massive keeper. I mean, I can't imagine when that keeper of that size comes out.
Yeah.
You got to try and go around him.
Get around him, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Maybe you just got to shoot early doors, anticipate the run and shoot early doors, lob him or something, But yeah, it's I mean, I don't know about this, Nat. A set piece and a mistake, like it was just a jammy win. I don't think it was a jammy win. I think what you saw was the difference between the elite and good teams and the elite.
Yeah, for real, the creme de la creme.
Because I saw it as punishment. Because even like the way Vinicius took his goal, it was and the celebration to boot with it as well. Because it was the cockiness of the celebration afterwards, where it was like, fam, don't mess with me. You give me the ball like this. You think you're gonna make a mistake like that? Give the ball away, and you think I'm on my left foot. Even when the ball, he didn't even hit it clean, did he? It bobbled, and it still beat the keeper, which is a great effort, by the way, to beat the keeper like that. And even the celebration, it was just like, yeah, I'm here. Don't muck about.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. Don't play with Real Madrid. This is Real Madrid. Them ones.
That we're talking about here.
All of them can have their chest puffed out, even though they're not even like, are they just great? And we just got to accept it as much as things look fluky or jammy or look convincing.
I've been saying this all year.
What's that?
When I said at the start of this Champions League campaign, when we said who's going to win, and I say it almost every year, never, ever, ever, ever count out Madrid.
Yeah.
Never do it.
It was impressive for them to go through against Man City. That was impressive. I must admit, that was impressive. And Don Carlo. Sorry, go on, Rob, Adrian.
No, but yeah, no, that's actually your point. The City one, even the the Bayern Munich one, where they literally
Snatched it.
victory from the
Yeah.
jaws of defeat. Leipzig were moving to them like, bro. There's just it's what you said, isn't it? There's a heritage, man. There's a grace. There's a tax that they've got for these. Bro, they're built for it. That's all it is. Real Madrid are built for it. They're built for the biggest occasion.
They are, but you know what I find weird? They come across to me as a team, especially in since the 3-peat Champions League.
Yeah,
And maybe since like the Liverpool, when they beat Liverpool in the final. No, actually, no, that was more recent. But since the 3-peat, they seem to be this team that act like the underdog. And you're saying like, hang on a minute, this is Real Madrid. How have they got away with this character and narrative? Because in all these last couple of Champions Leagues, it seems like they've been doing it against the wind. So it almost feels like, wait a minute, who is actually the best team here? But even against the wind, when Madrid look a little bit handicapped, they still rock up, turn up, collect their medal. See you later. This is a team who hasn't lost a final since '81. What am I hearing that?
Since Sir Alex Ferguson.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Peter, that's a sick point. Because literally, like, when you look at sort of in the last sort of 10, 15 years of Champions League winners, you look at your Man City and you say, best team in Europe. You look at, when Liverpool won, you could argue sort of best team in Europe. You sort of go back to sort of, that Barcelona side, best team in Europe. But yeah, you're right. Because this Real Madrid side, as I sort of said earlier, blitzed their league, 95 points, won the Champions League. Yeah, that moniker of best team in Europe, I don't necessarily think is going to be attached to this side.
Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's the best team in Europe. It is the best team in Europe. Let's keep it a buck. They beat Man City. They beat Bayern. They beat the favourites. They went to the final, beat Dortmund 2-0, won in their league comfortably. Best team in Europe.
I agree, but
there is no but.
No.
I don't get why there's a but. Why are people saying they went to all their neighbours' yards and beat them?
Is it so black and white, Robin? Though you're making it so black and white that it's like, is there not a grey here?
There isn't a grey. Tell me who's better than them that they have not beaten.
I mean, Man City, they went through on penalties, right?
Beaten them though.
So technically, they drew on the pitch. They drew, but I get your point. Obviously, they went through because they won, right? But I almost sort of wonder, like, when was the last time? Maybe it was the Man City last year, but I feel like in the last maybe 5 or 6 years, the best team hasn't won the Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
You know what?
The only one I can say is
teams. I was clutching. I was coming like 10 years.
The only time I can say was possibly Chelsea.
Huh?
What's that? What do you mean?
That wasn't the best team.
That wasn't the best team. Was Chelsea?
That's the only one. Chelsea.
That's the only one.
Wow. What about?
And maybe the Bayern COVID one, because obviously that was every game was a one-off.
But Bayern were hot that year, though.
They were hot that year. So I said that's maybe.
But like, for example, Liverpool were better that year, and yet they won the Champions League the year before, which I didn't think they were the best team in Europe. I
thought they were that time.
In 2019. You thought they were the best team in Europe?
Yeah.
See, I would have thought so.
I think they're the most deserving as well.
Oh, AD, where are you with that?
What, 2019 Liverpool? Yeah, I mean, that was the boom period. Don't get me wrong. I agree with Peter because and I mention this game all the time. That fast against Atletico Madrid where we literally battered them at Anfield.
That was the pandemic.
That was funny. That was my favorite Champions League game.
That was mad. That was that was unreal.
Honestly, it's a joke. I've watched it back here.
Do you know what's the funniest thing?
I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Do you know what's the funniest thing? After everything, Atletico actually brought Liverpool COVID. That was everything.
Yeah,
they brought COVID to Liverpool. That was mad.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, they brought it to Liverpool. Yeah, definitely.
I think they probably locked down like the week after, literally.
Like, 22 final was it Madrid Liverpool.
Madrid Liverpool.
I didn't think either were the best team in Europe that year. I mean,
True.
I thought Madrid were.
City felt like the best team in Europe, but obviously,
Yeah,
you know,
City felt like, yeah.
didn't live up to the billing. Then but like I said about the underdog story, like that year, especially 22, how they knocked out Chelsea, how they knocked out City, how they knocked out, you know, you just sat there like how they knocked out PSG. I mean, I remember watching those games like, this is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know? And then of course, okay, you know,
But
you would say
I hope we put this narrative to bed that Madrid are just dibby. No, they're not. They're
definitely not dibby. They're definitely not.
They're not. And now,
you know what? The final did make me think. Like you sort of reflect on your own club and you think, "Geez, you're a million miles away. You're a million miles away."
Yeah.
You know, even if you're AC Milan, who is second in line, right? They are a million miles away from Real Madrid.
Second in line to the throne.
You know, if you're a Man City fan, right? As much as City are the hot, you know, top dog right now, they are a million miles on what Real Madrid is. You know what I mean? It's like it was one of those things where I just watched and I just said, you know what? The elite is the elite, man. Like you got to put in them hours, blood. You got to put in them 10,000 hours to get anywhere.
Oh, there's levels to it. Levels
to this. There's levels to this. Tahar's asking if we're watching England. I'm not. Are you watching, Robinho?
I'm kind of like it's on in the background.
You're live. You're live at St James's Park.
England nearly conceded. It's quite funny. I was gonna bring it up if they did.
Who's England playing?
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Is Edin Dzeko there?
No idea.
Oh,
I hope not. He needs to pack it in.
I mean, who else did these man got? Is Sead Kolasinac playing?
Again, I just see who's that. Eze is actually having a good game. Like I'm seeing in his proper pieces.
Hey, what? Eze's playing, yeah? Okay.
Eze's playing, yeah.
Okay. Who's in goal?
Your favorite goalkeeper.
Oh, lovely. Even in friendlies, he plays. There you go.
But yeah, no, there's just one more thing that I just need to bring up now, because I have to bring it up about Dortmund as a club.
Go on.
Because I've realized I actually despise the club.
Whoa! But Robin, before you go in, this might be a misconception. I might be wrong, but you strike me as the most pro Dortmund guy on the planet. Like, if I could think,
no chance.
Really? Like, I just imagine Robin in the Weidefelden with a beer and a scarf. Am I really?
No, I am all that, but not for that club.
I was going to say, he's all of that, and he would be all in there, but this is Bayern's institution at its highest. Are you
elaborate, Robin, elaborate. I'm keen to find out why.
So, fun fact, I didn't have a Bundesliga team until mid 2010s.
Okay.
Guess who's my team that I actually like the most?
Mid 2010s.
Yeah.
Schalke?
It's not Bayern.
Bayern are number 2.
Interesting.
Schalke?
Think of the most heel team in the Bundesliga.
Oh, Leipzig.
RB Leipzig.
RB Leipzig became my team just because I love the story of that everyone hated them.
Everyone hates them.
So I was just like, oh, I love a team that is hated because in England, everyone hates Manchester United. So I'm just like, oh, I resonate very well. I like Leipzig a lot. I still do. So I always have a soft spot for them.
So why are you Inter?
So when I was really, really young, me and my brother watched a lot of Italian footballs, and me and my brothers, like I have 2 older brothers, we always had teams in other leagues. We didn't really watch the Bundesliga a lot, but when it came to Italy, my brother was AC, and then I was like, well, I'm the little brother, so I have to be Inter. Fair. And it just be like that. And then the more I watched Inter, the more it just grew on me. That's how I fell in love with Inter.
What time did you start with Inter? What year?
Oh, early 2004.
Okay.
That's when I followed them. But I was still United first, more than anything.
Yeah,
I was just keeping them in the background. Yeah, no, man. I've been Inter. And then Spain, because I loved the name, was Deportivo La Coruña. Just because I loved the name.
What's the name? The name of the stadium, bro. The Riazor. Are you joking? Oh,
so yeah, those were my teams. Those were my teams growing up.
Oh. Remember, what's it? Walter Pandiani,
Yeah.
saying Roy Mackay when he was there. Oh,
He was there in their good year, in their sick year, I swear.
Diego Tristan. Oh,
Punisher.
Don't get me started. Oh,
Punisher.
What a time, man.
Them man there.
Deportivo.
Oh, it was good times. That was good times.
By the way, Peter, one list that's going to interest you. Check out the list of strikers that have played for West Ham over the years.
The list of strikers that have played for West Ham.
I'm pretty sure Diego Tristan played for West Ham. Pretty sure.
I think he did. I think he did. Yeah, that seems to ring a bell. Okay, something ridiculous has just happened in the comment section. Nat says, hot take, Ancelotti, despite having 5 Champions Leagues, is still an overrated coach. We need to stop this conversation right here.
Stop.
We need to stop.
I was going to go back to my Dortmund conversation, but we need
to stop this right here. Because all I've been hearing in the last couple of days, is Ancelotti really that? Yes, he's that. He's got 5 Champions Leagues. What the hell are we talking about?
He is the Don.
He's called Don Carlo for a reason. You know what's funny? One thing I love about managerial debates, like the best, we talk about your Peps, your Joses, your Klopps. All of these guys get brought in, Sir Alex. Everyone's in there. Do you know who sneaks in on who comes running down the wing and just leaves his CV there and leaves the room? He's the kind of person that he'll turn up with a cigar, leave his CV there, leave the room, and everyone's asking, "Oh, where's Carlo gone?" I don't need to come in and talk. I have 5. I have 5 Champions Leagues, people. Sit down and shut up.
I swear he's won the league in 5 countries.
Oh, hang on. Serie A, La Liga.
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah. France.
Spain. France. Holy smokes. And they're trying to say he's not a league guy.
Oh, I'm getting mad.
It's ridiculous.
First of all,
look at this. Look, right here, Murad. What are you talking about? He's won in 5 different leagues in different countries. He's won
crazy.
Look at this.
Okay, so let's dig a bit deeper here, lads. What is this perception? Like, why, despite the accolades, despite the body of work, despite the way he's spoken about by players, why doesn't Carlo Ancelotti get his flowers? Is it style of play? Is it because what is it? Why not? Is he not elegant enough? I don't know. What is it?
It's a farce. I think honestly, it's such a farce. I can't stand it. And don't get me wrong, he managed AC, so it's not like I've got much love for him or I should. But respect is earned. I love the man to bits. Let's have it right, okay? It baffles me the disrespect that Italian managers get in general overall.
Like, we need to talk about it. Who is second place in the Champions League managers?
Who's first?
It's Don Carlo.
Okay, thank God for that. I was going to say,
right. Okay.
Don Carlo's first. Then it's got to be. I
think it's Pep. I think. No, he won 1 because I know it was joint second for time. It was like him. It was Pep, Mourinho, and Fergie were joint second. And this is most managers across European all time, by the way.
One thing I'll give Mourinho. Look at the teams he won the Champions League with, bruv. Like he won it with Porto and Inter. Now,
that Inter team is a treble. Team.
No, it's an elite team. It's a very elite team. You look at the 11, right? But for the fact that they beat Barcelona, bruv. They knocked them out in the semi. I'll never forget it. At the San Siro when they won 3-1. Yo, they destroyed Barcelona. And I was like, what the hell am I watching? Inter, even though in 2010, you could say, great team. Obviously, they won the treble that year with but I'm sorry, Barcelona, like in that era, Barcelona were the best team in the world by a country mile. By a country mile. Like when you think about Barcelona, like in 2008, right?
It was 2004 to 2011. That
comfortably. I wouldn't go as far as 4. I think 4's too far. I would say
5.
No, I'd go even later. I would say like around 08, 09 to
but bear in mind, 08, 09, we take out Ronaldinho.
Yeah, but like because even in that Ronaldinho Barcelona, you still had AC Milan, You still had like the English teams were in the final often. You know what I'm saying? Man United were friggin' hot fire.
You say 06. I'll go 06, you know.
Say again?
I'd go 06. I feel like from 06 are the best in the world. I don't know.
I don't know.
06 to 09 was English, was like the English teams are here.
You know what I'm saying? The English
Yeah.
team was sharing the pie. You know them ones. Even a
yeah.
fourth place Arsenal was making a Champions League final. Do you know what I'm saying? So like for me, it's like, you know, when Pep got his first year under his desk,
belt,
that 2008 to say 2000 and let's say 15, because even under Luis Enrique winning the treble, you know, that Barca team in 2015 was a farce. It was a friggin' farce, that team, right?
I think it was the best front three of all time. Or even
that's saying something. Bearing in mind, you know, just 4 years prior, we had David Villa, Messi, and Pedro. Then we had Suarez, Neymar, Messi. You know, the year when they didn't win it and they had Alexis Sanchez, they didn't win it. It's like, you know, they had an absolute world-class team. 09, 2010, they were superb. To lose the Champions League then, I don't know how. 2012, when they lost it to Chelsea, honestly, I don't know how. They were the best team they added Fabregas and Alexis Sanchez to the team that was already
just because,
you know, just because Messi scored 90 goals.
However, that 2009 Barca, will always have a stain because what happened at Stamford Bridge.
What happened at Stamford Bridge was an absolute disgrace.
It should have been a rematch between United and Chelsea.
And this is the thing, you know, like when I think I said it to you guys when we was at the bar. I said I've never liked Madrid or Barcelona. You know, when people ask that debate, which one do you prefer? I don't have an affiliation because Barcelona are cheats on another level, on the highest level. They are absolute cheats, right? And then Real Madrid, it's a frigging country. They're basically a Saudi state running the country and the football club. You know what I'm saying? These men were under FFP, ready to get bankrolled and bankrupt. What did they do? They sold their car park to the frigging state of the... No.
Come on,
I drew the line there. When they sold the car park, they sold the car park. And you know what happened? It was then given back to them they sold it for like 250 million. And then they gave it back to them free of charge. I said, football has never been more Ben ever in my life. We've lived in the most Ben era of football. It's unreal. How can you?
No, I'm not having this. Like
what?
No, I'm looking at Murad's comment. I'm like,
what's happening here?
United are not cheats.
Robin,
we are not
Robin.
Cheats. I am not having
the truth shall set you free.
You can have. We can be
villains.
Set you free. We could be villains.
We have got Harvard studies on Old Trafford. We have Harvard documents. But listen, Robin, explain this to me then. Explain to me since you think you're scot-free. How could there be a Harvard study and they said 80%, 81% of chances of fouls at Old Trafford went to Manchester United? You're a disgrace. You're an absolute disgrace as well. You're an absolute disgrace as well.
So if Fergie taps the watch, what? The referee's just supposed to magically come under a trance, and then that's it.
Do you want me to bring you back to the game where we lost the unbeaten season at Old Trafford?
What a game.
You listen. You want to talk about stains on Barcelona at Stamford Bridge because it should be stained. There's a grass stain all over their frigging shirt. But what you lot did to us in 2004 was a farce. Was a frigging farce, and you know it. And you frigging know it. Siving down all of our players. I mean, Ljungberg, don't give me Mike Riley.
You had a 49-game run.
If I see Mike Riley, that's the only time I put my job on the line, bro. If I see that guy, mug. Anyway, but yeah, no, we've lived in a Ben era. Look at, we've got teams going into Serie B because of what they've done. You know what I mean? Like we've lived in a Ben era. We need to move on.
I will say this because I actually wanted to get back to Dortmund. Yeah, I don't like them. I just think they are a club that I think they are too big for their boots. They act like they're the second biggest team.
Why'd you say
Germany.
That? Why'd you say that?
I just think the attitude is just wrong. When they win or when they have like special moments, they act like that they're there. Like they're it. Yet when they come to like Bundesliga titles, they're like millions of titles away from Bayern Munich. They lost the title on the last day of the season when it was all in their hands. They're coming against teams that are in the third division of the Bundesliga league tables, and they're getting knocked out in the cups. Like I said, they finished in the Champions League position by luck. I am being dead serious. Because you can say
you are slandering the club.
You can go. I am slandering the club because he deserves it.
How can you say they finished fifth? You said they got there by luck. Come on.
No. I'm saying they got into the Champions League by luck because it's a whole new system.
Yeah, but they're fifth. They got 5 teams that go in.
That is horrible. Why are there 5 teams? If we're actually honest,
turn it in. You was rooting for it in the Premier League. You was giving
it because Peter, it's a farce, but I'll take it.
I'll take
it.
Robin is Nick Clegg, guys. He's just a freaking Nick Clegg of this podcast.
No. I'm just saying, it's just a thing of I feel like they act like they're big, but they're not, and that's how I feel about them.
But
and then the whole social media thing, thinking like they can talk smack and all that stuff, blah blah blah. It annoys me. It annoys me at the hell because then when they get beat, they go back into the hole and go Arin and all that stuff.
It's Champions League, like Roma like that. You know what I mean? It's just a bit of banner.
No. Roma, cool. No, it's just Dortmund. I just don't like them. I've just been like, nah. As time has went on and seeing what they do in their dealings with them, I just don't like them. Not my club.
Don't like them. But yeah,
I'm not racist. I just don't like them. You know.
No, but it's not even a race. It's a team. I just don't like Dortmund.
I just don't like them. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal.
I mean, Dortmund. It's just a shame they've just not been
simple as. You know what I mean? Simple as.
They've not been run well as well. That's another.
Anywho, Jadon Sancho, National Express for you. Back to Manchester. Let's go.
Here he is. Assad says, "I hear you, Robin. It's like Newcastle because they have a passionate fan base and a decent stadium. People treat them as a bigger club than they are." Okay, first of all,
now the Newcastle one I hear, 100%.
First of all, Newcastle are like this. I give you that. But Dortmund have won the Champions League. Dortmund have won Bundesliga titles. You know what I mean? Before this season, the last winner besides Bayern Munich was Jurgen Klopp's Dortmund. Okay, let's not forget,
mate. That was 10 years ago.
It isn't. You know what I mean? Bayern Munich won it 10 years ago.
Wow.
Wait. You know what's crazy? You know when you think of Jurgen Klopp's Dortmund, right? And they won the seasons back to back, right? What's it called? No Marco Reus in that side then. He wasn't even there then. That's crazy to me. They bought him, I think, from Leverkusen. I can't remember. So it says, name me 5 players from the Dortmund Champions League side. Paul Lambert.
Everyone knows Paul Lambert.
Who else? First of all, aside, how can you ask me that?
What, Fernando Rickson? Maybe? Fernando Rickson? I don't know.
God knows. Mate, it was 97, okay? It was in 1997.
Barry Ferguson? Or am I moving mad? I'm not going to say I'm moving mad. I think that was Lambert. My bad, sorry.
Yeah, I think Lambert was the only one.
Yeah, Lambert was the only one.
In there. Dortmund won the Champions League in Munich, by the way. Op block tour. You get me? For sure. No one knows the year Dortmund won the Champions League. 1997.
1997.
All right, let's move on. Big up to Real Madrid making it 15. The day after you win the Champions League, here's what they posting out. You know,
Comunicado Oficial.
Kylian Mbappe, guys, has now joined Real Madrid. Just in case anybody was thinking, how will Madrid, add on to their 15 or onto their La Liga titles?
Madrid have the best announcements. No songs, no funny pictures, just
no social media, no gimmicks,
none of that.
None of that rubbish.
Comunicado Oficial and the name. That is it.
No gimmick, nothing. Now, I've seen in the chat today that a lot of people were hating on this situation, not liking to see Kylian Mbappe go to Real Madrid.
You know what though?
Where are you guys?
Because it was happening. Like we all knew. Like it was the worst kept secret. We all knew it was going. I didn't think it would hit me more, but the fact that he's actually there now, I'm just like, this is unfair.
It's unfair.
This is unfair.
It's
It
unfair.
actually is. Like, you already have a starlet team. It's another Galacticos. Let's keep it a buck.
Hmm.
It is another. Madrid have initiated another Galacticos.
And it's interesting because they're younger this time. Do you know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like after the Eden Hazard transfer, obviously they blew money away with that, right? They absolutely got nothing for him, right?
Pissed it up a wall.
And I think they just sort of turned around and said, you know what, bun this, like we're not gonna go there again. We're not gonna get like when they signed like say
To be fair to Hazard, we all thought he was going to tear up there. It just didn't work out.
He went a bit too late, didn't he? In all honesty, he was linked there bare times. He was linked there bare times, and to think he left 2019. Like when you consider this guy was linked there from like 2014, even 15. It was like he'd been linked there quite some time since he landed at Chelsea. It was one of those where he was kind of linked all the time. But yeah, it's just one of those ones where you just think, am I even gonna like? Is it gonna become? Because Kylian Mbappe is joining Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? With
Alongside,
with your Rodrigo or even Hendrick for good measure, with Bellingham, and I don't know if this is true. Did I hear that Toni Kroos and Modric have extended their deals and they're not gonna?
No, just Luka Modric. Toni Kroos is left.
Okay, because I saw something on Twitter today, and it was like, oh, they're giving him a 1-year extension, which I thought.
Yeah, that is just Luka Modric.
Okay, so Luka Modric, right? Then they've got Camavinga, Tchouaméni, right? They've got players all over the place. Yeah, Alphonso Davies, I hear, is the next one that's also coming there. If he does, it's almost like this is not fair, guys. It's not fair. Because at least with Barcelona, we used to like rate their academy because a lot of the players were from Barcelona.
Yeah.
We got Brazil, basically. Brazil and France are funding this Real Madrid Spanish side. Name the Spaniard. Where is he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a
Carvajal.
Like a token Spaniard.
Carvajal is the local Madrid lad, is what they said.
Come on, Carvajal flips.
He's a local Madrid lad.
He's on his last legs, mate.
This guy's on the floor. He was getting rinsed by a DM.
He's won 6 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
What a guy.
He's one of the only 4 players that have won as much Champions League as every other club bar AC Milan and Real Madrid.
Yeah, the way they put up that thing where it's like, and by the way, Barcelona, you're not that guy. Because all these tweets congratulating Real Madrid.
Yeah, why are you congratulating Madrid? I don't want to hear any of that.
And they've got form as well. They've got form. Go for it, Peter.
Great form. Ever since, what was it, from as far as 06? Congratulate before Twitter was even existing, congratulating them anyway. Then we got 09. Then we got 11. We got 15. Come on.
Madrid said niche.
That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolute ridiculousness. Madrid didn't say a peep. These times, in the hat trick of Champions League, Madrid were winning. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, fuego. You know what I mean? I'm like, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Vamos. Nah, man. Just take your vamos, yeah, and friggin' shove it. Because honestly, it's madness. I thought it's political between those two clubs anyway, because one's Catalan anyway. It's ridiculous.
But somehow they both want the Super League. That I don't get it. But yeah.
Do you know what's so funny? Seeing Florentino Perez like get received and stand next to the UEFA friggin' president where they're handing out the medals was comedy gold. Because it was almost like the guy standing to your left wants to ruin your competition. Was trying to was single-handedly taking out your competition, and now you're there just extending. You're basically done the Super League anyway for next season. So somebody yielded anyway.
But yeah, back to this. Kylian Mbappe. Who holds bench?
Rodrigo. What? But Rodrigo better find a new club. Wait, what?
I like. You know what though? I like Rodrigo. I actually do.
Rodrigo. Well, there's not much to like. Off he goes to Atletico Madrid on loan. Okay, he better find another club. No, he'll be on the bench. He'll stay in the side. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sorry because even this Hendrick cute is coming around the corner as well. Yeah, and if you don't buck your ideas up, that guy's gonna take your place. He's gonna take your place.
I completely forgot about this Brazilian Don, but I've seen no comps of him whatsoever. I just see him crying.
Just the way I like it. Just the way I like it.
Huh?
Because what I love about back in the day football, when you would watch Brazil come to the World Cup with Donnies you never heard of, and they samba all over the World Cup, you're like, yo, who are these guys? How are there more Brazilians playing in Europe than there are playing in Brazil? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. So
crazy dog.
I like the surprise. You know what I'm saying? I like the surprise.
Do you want to know a fun fact about Brazil and their league system? So Brazil's league system is a bit weird. They've got the national league system, the normal 1 to 20 pyramid, but then they've also got regional system.
Okay.
Oh,
So before the national system came along, clubs that they're like Santos and Palmeiras, they would only play in their regional area. Like imagine playing in your borough. That's it. And there were just multiple cups. But when they started the Copa Libertadores, Brazil had to make a league system in order to send the best teams of Brazil into the competition. But they still have the regional football club today. So essentially one club is playing in the national system, but they're also playing in the regional system. So there's two leagues going on at the same time.
Right.
But the regional system doesn't go into anything. So there's no promotion and relegation, but you can say you're the best team in that region, but you won't win the league, for example.
Man.
Yeah. So two league system in Brazil.
Man, that's weird. Mbappe will win Madrid's 20th Champions League.
20. What happened to 16?
Look at their side, Robin. Look at their side. Next season, teams are going to turn up to the Bernabeu thinking they can get a result.
good grief. Wow.
You're having a laugh. The front three is Vinny, Mbappe, and whoever else.
You know what, though? I'll say this. Madrid are not tall. That's their weakness. They aren't tall.
Fam, we're not going to do any 96 Barclays
Route 1.
It's not going to happen.
That is Bia, that's your only hope of getting a goal.
Mate,
because on the ground, it's over.
You say that, but Rudiger and friggin' Militao at the back.
You can't friggin' find a football club, not even in League One that plays Route 1 anymore. They're all playing out the back like they're friggin' like they're at La Masia.
Football, man.
Flip is going on here. I saw. Who did I see? Was it Bolton? Who was playing? I see the keeper pass it to the left. I said, my days of seeing Bolton Football Club, Bolton Wanderers, lumping it up top with a pitch for purpose.
Bolton,
bruv. I said, no, we're done out here. Do you remember last season in the FA Cup? It was Sunderland against Newcastle. The goalkeeper at Sunderland, I'm screaming at the TV, just lump it long because he kept getting pressed. Every time they get the ball to the centre half, Isak was on him, Bruno Guimaraes was on him, Gordon was on him. They were on him like frigging crazy. And now these times, no, listen, you're not going to find a club that can Route 1 for love nor money.
Yes, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's a discontinued club.
Bring
honestly
back 4-4-2.
Bring it back, man. Listen, what's it? Ancelotti played basically two up front. Do you know what I mean? With a back four. So clearly there was a 4-4-2 of some description. Anyway, anything else before I move on to the next topic?
Yeah, man. Europe is a bit over for the next couple of seasons.
Football's finished. No, you know what? Yeah, like I'm all for seeing greatness. I'm loving it. You know, Mbappe, Real Madrid. Yeah, it makes sense. Whatever, blah blah. Football is now finished. European football is dead.
But on the European level, probably
Real Madrid are going to win the next 5 Champions Leagues. They're going to win the next 5. You're laughing.
And Real Madrid have signed Mbappe until he's 30 years old, by the way. That's what the contract is.
What are we talking about? How old is Mbappe now?
To be fair, it's been like 25. He's
Yeah.
98.
So on his 30th birthday, he'll be lifting the 20th Champions League for Real Madrid. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's over.
Broski, you see Real Madrid, yeah? By the way, I'm not saying this to sort of big up my footballing now, so I'm no genius. This is obvious, right?
Yeah.
My football manager was at 2019 midfield used to be Camavinga, Bellingham, and I'd try get Mbappe up top. And what have these buggers gonna done? What have they gonna done?
Here we
It's-
are.
Oh man.
Also,
Ruined.
PSG, my team in France, I love them, but they're not that guy. Because they had the opportunity to sell this brother for peas.
Oh.
They re-signed him, and they let him go on a free.
Losing Mbappe on a free is a stinker. Like, bear in mind, they got him on loan first.
And then paid how much?
Honestly.
175 million they paid for him.
Nah, man. They're a washed football club. You see, PSG, they need to go back to the drawing of boards, blood, and just get every Parisian and make your team La Masia, basically.
Because they can do with the talent board they've got.
Because they're the biggest they can do. Because the ballers that are in Paris.
The ballers are from Paris, okay?
Yeah.
Claire Fontaine, all they got to do is go in there and collect. That's all they've got to do. And friggin' nurture those players. Because that's, honestly, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Every final will be Man City versus Real Madrid if Pep Guardiola stays at Man City.
What are the odds on PSG winning the Champions League next season?
This was their last chance. I honestly said
that would be top tier level banner if PSG
it would be top tier.
If they could win it. That'd be top tier.
I doubt it, but it'd be a laugh, wouldn't it?
Yeah, PSG haven't done too great since the Qatari takeover. They were supposed to be Real Madrid and Barca.
They were supposed to be the next big thing.
Why have they not been? I mean, they've pumped money into it. They've had talented squads. They've had good managers. Why is it not?
They've had the best players in the world. Let's keep it buck. They had Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe.
Like these men lost to Dortmund, guys, in the semi-final. Like we could have had Real Madrid and PSG in the final at Wembley. That would have been electric.
Yo,
that would have been electric.
Peter, you've just answered it for me.
Go on.
No heritage. They're not built for it. The club was built in 1970. Do you know how many Champions Leagues Real Madrid have done?
I lie, they're not even the first team in Paris.
They're not.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how you know. It's just a farce. It's a friggin' farce, man.
No, I'll be real. A team that's built in 1970 when football has been here since the 1800s.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And you're in 1960. Bro, when the Eiffel Tower is part of your badge, you know something's up. Something is up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on. Enzo Maresca. Guys, football is finished. Enzo Maresca is the new Chelsea manager.
Peter.
After 1 year.
We're having a bold off. We're having a bold off in the Premier League.
Guys, honestly, how many friggin' I don't even understand it. How many friggin' bold frauds are we gonna have in the Premier League, man? We've got Arlis Slot, we've got Fresca, we've got Maresca, we've got Ten Hag, we've got Pep Guardiola. So the top 6, 5 of them are bold. What the hell is going on?
The one that's got hair, I'll tell her. Cheer up, Pastor Cogley.
Oh, see, I said that. Oh, I love it. Football is so done. What are we doing, guys? This guy has managed 1 year in football. 1 year, and he came back up with Leicester City. Okay, Leicester City.
He won the championship.
But
with the best team, you know what I mean? You must butcher that, by the way.
He's another disciple of Pep. Was in the Man City, Man City Academy.
Mate, he was there last year winning the treble. He was the coaching staff last year. Oh, you see Chelsea. You're a disgrace, Chelsea Football Club. What a joke. They're such a joke, guys. They're a joke. They're a freaking joke. Chelsea fans, talk to me in the chat. What do you reckon about about the signing? Your thoughts, gents, as well, while we wait for those comments.
Sorry, just to interrupt. Looks like that. I just turned my eye back on the game. Potential penalty for England. VAR check.
Is Harry Kane playing?
Penalty. I think England got a penalty. Yep, penalty for England. I don't think Harry Kane is playing.
I wonder
and a yellow card. Let's see. I'll let you know. Carry on.
Yeah. What do you? AD, talk to me about Enzo Maresca if you can.
Absolutely. I'm in two minds. I'm in the mind of like, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is a guy that is unproven at the top, well, any level aside from a year in the championship, really. And you're tasking him to go to this Chelsea side, quite a volatile situation where he's being entrusted to coach and develop about 15 players at the same time, implement a style, implement a philosophy. What sort of philosophy does this guy have? But I'm also thinking to myself, well, you know what? We're at a point in football where it's a new era.
It's Cole Palmer taking the penalty. Harry Kane's actually about to come on. But it's Cole Palmer taking the penalty.
Cole Palmer.
Well, waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. He's taking his steps. She's stepping back. He shoots. Oh, good goal. Keeper nearly saved it, but unlucky. So 1-0 to the English.
You were saying AD.
Funny you mentioned Cole Palmer, actually, because that's obviously someone that he works with at Man City. So maybe he can continue to get the best out of him. But I feel like what a point in football where Ernest sort of said this for X amount of years in the pods, the world's going to run dry. I think we're at a point now where obviously Jurgen Klopp's gone. You can't get Pep. There's no chance. There's no chance in how you're going to get Carlo. What can you do? And it's clear what
gone to Napoli.
Conte's gone to Napoli. Exactly.
Jose's in Turkey. Oh, we'll get to that soon.
Jose's finished. So I think it's not just a Chelsea thing. You've seen it with Bayern Munich and company to a lesser extent. But
I forgot about that as well. That's on company.
We talk about.
Oh God, guys! Football is finished. No, if there's one thing I've learned this last week, it's finished.
No, but Peter, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Is it finished or is it restarted? Because with these guys that we're now naming, they've obviously got bright ideas. They've obviously been under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola. Similar to another person, he's probably the sort of the genesis of this school. He's probably like the senior prefect, Mikel Arteta. Whereas a Pep disciple, he's learned those principles. Give him a stage where he can implement it. Went to Arsenal, implementing it. Company, it didn't necessarily work out for him at Burnley in the Prem, but in the Championship he was balling, and he never ran away from his principles. Despite how good or bad it went. This Maresca guy, similar sort of thing. So I think teams are now saying, look, if this guy's got a bit of a swagger about him, and if he's got a football philosophy, let's give him the keys and see what he can do. So, yeah.
The system is not systeming, is what I like to say.
It wasn't.
We have a manager that's only managed 1 year in the Championship and has landed a job at Chelsea.
You know what, Robin?
We have a manager that was relegated and has landed at Bayern Munich, one of the most top teams in the world.
I know.
Oh my God!
I'm just trying to make sense of it. It is bizarre. Chelsea have given this guy a 5-year contract.
Now the thing is, Adrian, I hear you.
Poch got 1 year and a half. He got 2 years. Sorry, 2-year contract. Poch. He got one with one extension.
I hear you. 5. There is new blood. I hear that, but you don't. People are feeling upwards with some of this new bloods.
Honestly,
it makes zero sense.
I agree. It's left field. I never knew who Enzo Maresca. Managerially, I don't even know what he's all about.
The only thing I'll say is he's Italian, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Let's be
So-
very, very clear.
It's worth something. It's Italian. It's worth something.
Being
Taha,
Italian
you-
is worth something.
And
But
just
I need
answer
to-
Taha's point.
Let me
He's been
wait
Arteta
there.
managed. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Because how dare you, Taha? How dare you bring this comment up? Wait, let's relax, Arteta boy. Maresca's did the same thing exactly as Arteta plus a championship. Same energy, Peter Majuzzi. Excuse you? Do you not remember when he joined
Do you remember?
Club?
Do you
Have you
remember?
forgotten? Huh? Is he having a laugh? Taha, you're having a laugh with me, surely. Because when that guy walked in the door, I said, hang on a minute, he just left as captain about 3 weeks ago. What's he doing as the manager of the
Remember, Peter, he left the ground about 90 minutes ago when you went to drive up to go get him.
We went up the
Yeah.
freaking M6 to grab him. For goodness sake. No, I was, mate, Taha, lest you forget, I was spitting blood. I was fuming. Absolutely fuming when we went for him. Because I was like, this is a novice for Arsenal Football Club. I said, I couldn't believe what I was thinking. I then finished 8th twice, by the way. I finished 8th twice. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I hadn't heard the Champions League anthem since 2017 until this year.
CD just gathering dust. Peter, don't lie. Yeah, you had to wipe it down. You had to.
Brother, you know, I had to get the spray. I had to get that Teflon cloth. Oh, mate. If you think I was just going to hit play like nothing happened, you must be freaking kidding me. Okay? Polish. You know,
Don't even know where it was.
oh, my God. I had to polish the Ross out of that CD. Taha said it'd be same energy. Taha, let me take you back to 2019.
It was a funny time. It was a very
2019,
funny time.
I lost my nut that year. Honestly, I was fuming.
No, he was.
Blood was
Chopping
coming out of
wires.
my mouth, bruv. I was fuming. I was like, what have we done? We got pumped and bent over by Man City the night we went and chased him up the M6. We've got my CEO is staring outside the man's house at 4 a.m. in the morning, and paparazzi have got pictures of you being there. What are you doing there? Don Raul and it was a freaking bunch of cowboys.
Oh my days! What a time, Don Raul.
Don Raul, bruv. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
he still knocking?
Is he still? Huh?
Is he still knocking? Remember when he said Arsenal's knock's different?
It's a different knock. Like I got sacked years ago. Like you know what I'm saying? Once they found out he was pocketing that Pepe money, he said, mate, they said, no, we're done here. You know what I'm saying? This was a weird. That's better. You know what's so funny? It's the surprise that everyone at Arsenal had. Like this guy wasn't a wheeler and dealer at Barcelona. This guy has got every crook in his phone book to hand.
Wait, Peter. Yeah. Was it on the John Tegenard thing? You remember John Tegenard?
John Tegenard, flipping hell. Oh my God.
I think he bid like 13.5 million for like Steve Marley. We was awful for 4 years, and he pocketed was it like 10% of it? Just like it never happened.
On a George Graham, we've got good value for this, bruv. George Graham was pocketing money left, right, and center in the 90s.
Was he?
Oh, what? Mate, after we won the league in 89 and 91, that guy started pocketing. So yeah, Taha, just to say, I was mate, flipping hell. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know.
But we can say that Arteta has learned. He has learned.
Listen, he's about to let him cook. Listen, will you give your manager 5 years, Taha?
Oh, it's a long time.
Let's have it right. The thing is, you know what's so funny, Taha? You and every Chelsea fan knows in 3 seasons he will not be the manager.
Oh,
even if because this is how crazy Chelsea is. Even if he won the league next season, we know.
Yeah, we know.
In 2027, he is not. That's what
Peter. Do you know what I read?
Go on.
You know the contracts they gave this man? Chelsea haven't had a manager last 5 years in the past 50 seasons. Anyways, the contract is longer than his career. It's 5 times longer.
And the thing is, yeah, they've had Ancelotti, they've had Conte, they've had Mourinho. We're talking about seasoned Scolari. They've had seasoned managers at this point.
What, Rafa?
Gus Hiddink. You know what I'm saying? They've had proper managers, blood. You know,
Not dibby guys, guys with weight, with pedigree, with distinction in this thing, bro. They've
so
been
much
there,
weight.
they've done that.
So
Peter,
much weight.
how much medals have you just named? How much honors have you just named?
Bro, you know how much honor there is? Do you know how many honors there is between them? Them man have got so much weight. They are getting stopped at every border. Are you mad? What? What? And they've given this guy a 5-year contract. Let's talk about it. Baraka says, not Chelsea standard at all. Good for him bringing Leicester back to the Prem, but this move raises a lot of questions. Listen, this move better work for Chelsea, for the Chelsea owners. Otherwise, all eyes are on them.
Oh, you've been watching.
The eyes have been watched. After you went from Tuchel,
like a sanitation engineer,
to Potter, to Poch. No, and I'm forgetting, even they brought back Frank Lampard. I said, this guy's not it.
When they brought back Frank Lampard, that's when I knew there's nothing to fear. Never again from this football club. I have nothing to fear.
Really?
When they brought back Lampard,
when they brought back Lampard, I said, I've
got nothing to fear. I've got nothing to worry about. That side of London, London will become very red soon. I have nothing to fear.
No worries about that.
When they got rid of Tuchel, my eyebrow was raised like the Rock.
Yeah, eyebrow. What?
Oh, they wanted to bring him back. Can we confirm that?
And then they went Potter, and then I said, huh? But I gave it a shot because he was doing well with Brighton. I was like, oh, okay, big move. We saw what happened, and then they brought back Frank Lampard. I said, no. The watch was already bought, and then I was like, right, I'm making profit. He wants this.
You know the ones.
Lads, I know Oscar's a massive Chelsea fan, right? But I'm sure off the top of his head, if you asked him to name the managers Chelsea have had in the past 20 seasons, a couple. Look at the name. Look at what we're listing. Robin, you said Potter.
Mate,
this is a Sporical quiz. You know about Sporical. Crazy. 8 minutes. They'll give you 8 minutes.
Flipping out.
Name the 42 Chelsea managers. or whatever it's been.
We should do that as a TikTok video. We've got to name them as fast as we can, mate. We won't have time. Footy Agenda says, AD, these coaches don't bring bright ideas. Ain't got bright ideas. They have Pep's ideas, and it's killing the beautiful game. Oh, that's
true. Did you see the passing this guy was doing in the championship?
Yeah.
The goalkeeper was on the D. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like his default position. Like he's not even in the box. He's taking the ball in the half time and playing out. It's crazy.
Yeah. Nat, you're absolutely right. My head loss after that 2-2 at Watford. Do you remember? Because Ceballos and Danny and David Luiz were having the ball in the penalty area. We were two up. We were 2 up, and we were kicking it about in the penalty area in our own 6-yard box, having a freaking bubble bath with Imagine playing out for the back, and the one that you're giving it to is Socrates. That's what you're
tells you everything you need to know.
Nah, man, get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? Giving him 5 years is mental. Gee, I would have given him a 2+1. You know what I'm saying? Let's say stick talk. Peter's back. Don't clap my lungs. Peter, let's have a wager. I guarantee you Chelsea get a top 4 minimum next. What?
Oh. Have it? He's offered you out. Peter's offered you out.
What are you going to do?
Wait, I reckon we low-key challenge if we make a couple more signings. Challenge what? Because it better not be the title. Okay.
He's offered the bet.
What's the wager? What's the wager? What's the wager? Talk with your chest, Assad. £100 says you don't make the top 4 next season. Let's go. Let's talk. Let's talk.
He said it. He said he thinks
he's going to challenge the Prem.
Don Dada.
The Prem. Assad, £100 you don't make top 4 next season.
What, smackaroons?
100 smackaroons, bruv. Shilling.
What, you're going to take deals?
Bro, what? What? Yeah, no, nah. Remember, 31 shots to Watford, but to blood clot Watford. Who's their centre forward? Who are their centre forward? Got 31 shots against us. This is why listen, Emery was a criminal for Arsenal. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. We're not gonna sit here. We're not gonna sit here and get all friggin', you know what I'm saying, retrospective, yeah, about Unai Emery. Because even with that high line Villa have, okay, we were 31 shots to Watford FC. Watford FC. Now get out of here.
Is that what you're dealing with? 31.
Come on.
I'm not even good at math. It's like a shot every 3 minutes.
This guy said, "Don't play with your. Put your money where your mouth is, Hassan. Put your money where your mouth is."
That was all laughter.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's giggles.
That's laughter emoji, giggle emoji.
Hassan 50. That Chelsea don't make top 4 and Arsenal win the league. Holy smokes! Oh my days.
Well, Assad giggled, so I think he wants more money.
Assad is going to be in debt. What the hell's going on here? This is where you have to go to the bank.
I'm questioning this.
What's the sense of the match bureau?
I was trying to get clearance for a loan.
No.
Man. Are you mad?
It's Chelsea better than Arsenal.
4,000% APR.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Is Chelsea better than Arsenal?
No.
Is Chelsea better than City?
No.
Is Chelsea better than Liverpool?
No.
TBC
better than Villa.
TBC. Yeah, they're better Villa. They're better Villa.
They can be.
Yeah, they're better.
They're better than Tottenham.
Tottenham from the lane. Yeah, they're better than Tottenham.
Then they might make top 4.
Man United will finish above them next season.
Wait, what's the bet? What's the bet? Top 4 or Champions League? What's the bet?
No, the bet I'm saying is Chelsea won't make top 4. I'm putting 100 on it.
Cool.
He's saying they're going to challenge for the title. Holy smokes! With Enzo Maresca.
I don't think we're there yet.
Listen, where's Assad? Assad made a comment which was hilarious about Lampard, right? Yeah, Pete, they brought back Lampard when we were about to play Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinal.
Hey, and Lampard took crud that game. I remember. He was talking crud.
What did he say?
It was like, yeah, I've won a Champions League before, so I know what it takes. I was like, oh, okay.
Did you see the side he put out? They needed to win the game. They were behind an aggregate. He played like 8 defenders. It's a freak of nature.
Hey, what, is it game? Yeah, Assad, are we in?
He said say less. And it's recorded.
It's
recorded.
It's
officially recorded. Yeah.
United couldn't finish above us this season. Don't worry.
This is ballsy for the both of you. No transfer window's been had. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I was like. This is a bit wild, but
AD, do you believe in Chelsea? Do you believe in Chelsea?
You know what? I'm not sure if I believe or if I tell myself it's gonna click. It has to click. I mean, that's what I hope anyway. For their sake, the amount of money they throw at it, the amount of talent on their books, surely a good manager can jumpstart it. But I don't know. These guys, they don't know the bottoms from their elbows. So who knows?
Wow.
Well, as far as I'm aware, and as a witness, this bet is on.
I want confirmation. Assad, tell me the bet is on right now. I pledge you 100, blood, right now. Peter, I've been saying all season that man for man, only Arsenal and City are better than us.
Oh,
I'm here.
You've let yourself down there, mate.
Let yourself down.
Oh God! Footy Agenda says, how many seasons more do you keep Arteta if he can't get the Premier League or
That's a good question. That's a great question.
No, they laid their bed. He will get a new deal. Don't worry about that. This is another Wenger run, basically. At least he's gonna be here for at least 10 years. I genuinely believe that.
No, but Wenger won the league in '98, though.
No, I hear that. I hear that. I genuinely think he's gonna have like a 10-year run here. I genuinely do.
Even if he doesn't win one of the big boys.
Huh?
Even if he doesn't win one of the big boys.
It depends on it's the context, I guess. if we're losing to Pep every year,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? How much is did Klopp ever warrant a sacking? No. You know what I'm saying? Never. Even when he finished,
even Adrian called him out.
even though AD, you disgraceful act, you called him out.
No,
But
no. My point was, if he didn't sign a midfielder, pack your bags. Yeah. And he signed two. He signed two after I said that, and he bid £100 million for another. So
the thing is, he heard you in it, and then he said, "You know what? I remember that, AD. I've got you your midfielders, and I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I heard what you said.
You see that you want a midfielder so much. There you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
People are acting like Chelsea are some idiot team. You know, we ended the season with 1 loss in 15. Yeah. And what? You finished where? You're in the Conference League, my friend.
For crying out loud.
You're going to be playing against teams like Skutno, Ratno, Skidman. What's Big Shaq say when he bigs up them man at the beginning? Asni.
So this is what these Chelsea fans do. They talk the crud, and then in October they're calling Noni a Power League baller.
Bruv. The thing is, when that man go to when they draw the group stage, yeah, them man are going to be playing.
There's going to be a nice trip group stage yet. Remember,
they don't have to qualify.
They have to qualify. There's a playoff.
Oh my days!
No one ever goes into the group stage straight away in the Conference League.
Come on, lads. They mean walk into that. They mean walk into that.
AD, I want Robin to give it to me in layman's terms, right?
They have to do a 2-legged playoff.
No.
In August.
I want a line from you to say Chelsea have to qualify in a 2-legged affair to get into
the group stage. Or the league phase, what it's called now, whatever.
Assad, and you wanted to bet about getting in the Champions League. You're
crying out loud.
They play the first game of the Premier League, and then it's a Thursday straight away. So
they'll be playing Thursday night games forever for all season. You can't play Thursday in August. Come on.
They're playing Thursday in August.
The Champions League group draw is not even in September till September. How can they be playing in August?
No, but guys, what sort of side are they gonna get from like Lithuania? You're gonna see them finish second in like Lithuania. It's ridiculous, bro.
They'll get like a Cypriot team thinking, oh yeah, Cyprus, that's nice in August, and then they realize that they're going to like this basically Baghdad in friggin' Cyprus. They're not going.
That's a young Upper Nicosia. Do you remember? Peter, do you remember Nico Yanaris?
Oh, how can I forget? One of our own.
You probably see his team. He's probably a manager by now.
Nico Yanaris, but Chelsea are going to be playing teams from like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. You know them ones there. You know, Latvia. Latvia, blood. What?
I swear Karabakh is in Europa League. I need to check this. I think they're higher.
They were in it last season.
They were in it last season because they gave Leverkusen a hard time.
Yeah.
Friggin' torrid time. Them tickets for the conference playoffs will be a $5. Listen, I might even go because you ain't selling that out. That's for damn sure. We should do a top 4 round, get a group ticket. I'm sure we could get like a 20 quid for the pair of us. Flipping hell. And I don't be off. UEFA coefficient that bad that we ain't even in the group straight away. Let's be real. We're only in the Conference League because the rules changed.
The rules always been the same since the Conference League has started. Yeah. No one goes into the group stage straight away. You either have to fall from the Europa League in their playoffs, or you qualify.
Wait, every team has to qualify
in some way, shape, or form. So let's say you're in the Europa League playoffs. If you lose that game, you drop into the Conference League. But if you're automatically in the Conference League, then you have to play. You don't go into the group stage straight away.
As a big club, Chelsea should be ashamed of themselves playing on Thursday nights. They should be, they should play on all bank holiday Mondays for their sins. On a Thursday nights, Channel 5, Thursday nights,
Channel 5.
We can't sing that anymore. No, Peter, we can't sing that anymore because guess what?
What's
Champions
What?
League games are also on Thursday nights, by the way.
that? For
Wait,
flip's
what?
sake, man.
I'm not
Are you
joking.
serious?
I'm being dead serious. Champions League nights, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
So you're
Champions
saying
League
there's
now.
going to be no coverage of that Conference League whatsoever? Because if there's
So there
any
is coverage. There's coverage.
what,
But
on like
remember,
on BT
you
Sport,
forget,
Sport
you-
Extra,
yeah, the
What's
red
the
button
point?
thing. Because
The whole
remember,
point of the Thursday
all three
it's a
leagues
red button
expanded.
thing.
Remember, they all expanded to 36 teams. Remember, so now
Oh,
they had
this
to
is
put into
farce.
Thursday. So yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Champions League's on a Thursday night, mate. So you
Wow.
can.
You know, bruv, do you know what the arse end of Russia is? Have you not seen where that is?
What,
Mate,
Uzbekistan? I don't know.
no. The outside of Russia is the other side of America, mate.
It's like you're basically Indian at this point. You're just Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's a
Nah,
team. It's a Turkistan.
FC Rostov.
It's a country. It's a Turkistan or something like that.
Oh my god. Yeah. Trying to go to those conference games, free loyalty points. Yo, if any of you guys on the top four gang, yeah, fly out to a European away, you've got my respect for life. Because those are stripes. Let me tell you right now, those are some freaking stripes.
That you've earned.
When you're going out to Serbia and Bulgaria and Romania, Latvia, yeah, you lot have earned my respect. I tell you that.
Because you love your club.
Yeah,
Now you
You love your club.
you
Them
love
sort of trips.
or you're a mentalist. It's one of the two.
Probably a bit of both, to be fair.
If you have to be, you're like Thai, you're like clock end Thai, mate. Man goes to the women's away, blood. What? Anyway,
yeah, but oh, what a finish! Who was that? Oh, Trent. I'll clap that.
I'm tired, man.
Nat says, wait, are they in round one qualifiers of 3? Rubinho, can you confirm?
What?
Round
Chelsea?
Yeah.
No, they're in the playoffs. So it's
Okay,
playoffs.
so round 3, they go straight to round 3, I guess. Right, guys. Oh, thank you for that Chelsea slander, because that was hilarious. Aside, I need you to confirm. Tell me the bet is on when you're playing freaking Astana on Thursday, and you think you're gonna go ahead and beat Fulham away the next on Sunday. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Your mate, Maresca's not gonna know what's hit him. He thinks the championship is on ground. He has no idea. He has no idea. By the way,
he doesn't know what he signed up for.
When he goes out, when he comes to the Emirates and he goes to the Etihad and he goes to Anfield, he's gonna learn. He's gonna learn fast. He's gonna learn freaking fast what time it is. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, Jose Mourinho, people.
Jose Mourinho.
He's back in business. He's back in business. He's back.
Do you know why Jose is the greatest?
Why?
Because he was on TNT Sport doing coverage. During the break, he filmed his video saying, I'm announcing that I'm at Fenerbahce, and then went back on TV like it was cash.
No, guy,
he's the best.
Did you see
the best.
his press conference yesterday or today? Was it today or yesterday? Did you see his press conference?
He's a dictator.
He is a dictator. No, he is Stalin. I swear to you. Adrian, have you seen this?
No. Go on and enlighten me.
No.
Rubinho?
You would think he's a president of a country.
Guys,
A communist state.
AD, I kid you not. You know when Ronaldo signed for Real Madrid?
Yeah.
He went into the stadium. It was 90,000 packed just to see the guy do some kick-ups.
Yeah.
Brother, you know, like when you have a parade, Jose went out to the streets of Istanbul, yeah, and he was like almost held aloft in front of I want to say 250,000 people, right? You know, Turkey.
Yo.
Right? The guy, he then starts talking. He says, "I am." What did he? Let me get the quotes. I need to get the quotes.
The shirt is on my skin, something like that.
Mate, that was the punchline. That was the punchline at the end. But he said a bit more before that, and I said no. Jose is the man. He's the friggin' man. No one can tell me he's not finished. He's not finished. This man is here, and it made sense. That's why I tweeted today. I said I get it now. I friggin' get why this man went to friggin' I couldn't believe it. This guy's gone to Turkey. I was disappointed. I was gutted. I said, "There's no way." But I need to show you this. Here it is. In fact, let me share this screen because
He is in the Champions League, so hey ho.
AD, you won't believe this. You actually won't believe this. Let me know if you lot can see the screen nice and clear.
Crystal clear. HD.
We won't get copyrighted for this. Is on Twitter. First of all, look at this first scene. Okay, what is going on here? Now you might think this is a press conference room. No, we are outside.
Wait, what?
Okay, let me hit play. Let me see if it plays. Can you hear?
And just to finish,
what is going on? They're chanting his name already. Look at him. Look at him. They're setting off flares. They've got fireworks. AD, are you drinking this in?
Gangster.
No, wait for it. He's still going. He's still going. Listen what he has to say.
and just to finish, I want to say that from the moment I signed my contract, your dreams are now my dreams.
No, he's a criminal. He's a freaking criminal. He's a freaking criminal, guys. The man is a maniac. No, I don't think you understand.
Wow.
I need to find the one where he has the shirt and he starts waving the shirt in the air. I need to find. Yeah, here it is. Oh my god, this man is a different level. Actually, no. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's one with the full clip. Oh, I want to see. Let me.
You know what? Why are you trying to find it?
Bro.
You know what's so wild about this whole thing? A week before, they were tearing down pictures of the president of Fenerbahce because they were fuming that they finished second.
Correct.
I wanted him out.
Correct.
Robin, how many points did he do?
And the president, it was like 95, 102.
99 points.
99 points.
They lost one game. They beat Galatasaray home and away. They lost one game. Okay, you guys ready? Let me know if you guys are ready.
Yeah,
Because
go
this
for it.
was elite. This is how it began. AD, why is there a press conference outside in the stadium?
Crazy.
First of all, I want to thank you for your love.
Here we go.
Öncelikle
sevginizden dolayı sizlere teşekkür ediyorum.
The love that I feel from the first moment where my name was connected with Fenerbahce.
Sizlerden aldığım his şu ki adım Fenerbahçe ile geçtiğinden bu yana göstermiş olduğunuz sevgiyi derinden hissettim.
Normally, a coach is loved after victories. In this case, I feel that I am loved before victories. And that for me is a big responsibility. Is a big responsibility that I feel, and I promise you that from this moment I belong to your family. This shirt is my skin.
AD said the shirt is my
Football is
skin.
passion.
This is incredible.
And then look at this. They heard it. And he said, right, let me drink this in.
He gets it. He gets the psychology.
I was saying football is passion, and there is no better place to feel that passion.
Look at them, AD. They are
Maniacs.
lost their marbles.
Maniacs.
He said football is the guy said the shirt is my skin. The crowd popped big time. They said, no, that's it. That's it. He's now us.
They're ready.
It's June the 3rd. Like they're not kicking a ball for 2 months. And he's got them in the palm of his frigging hand. You see Jose Mourinho? Nah, man. Nah, man. He's the man. He's the frigging man. The guy said the shirt is my skin. That he's forever got something going. And you know what's funny? He's gonna win the league with this team, you know. He's actually going to win the league next season.
But
Let me say something right now, guys, and I'll be honest with you. Sorry, Robinho. I'll be honest with you. You better believe I'm doing a Jose update on this podcast every single damn week for the things he gets up to. I'll be informing you guys just to say, by the way, in Superliga news, by the way, in the Turkish Superliga, here's what's going on. Nah, man, the guy's different level.
What was I gonna say? He still hates Arsene.
Why is he still talking about Vengs? Papa Vengs.
He said, what you call it? You see what Wenger's trying to do with football? It was the that got me. I was like,
bro, that's when you know the beef was real, man.
It was real.
Even after the gig.
This ain't no make believe.
This is not make believe, man. It's not make believe.
No,
so, yeah.
What was his line that I said we have to steal? Yes, you are not a social media manager.
About who? Ancelotti. About Ancelotti.
Yeah, about Ancelotti. He's
but
not
honestly,
a social media manager.
It was gold. It was utter gold. When he said that, I said, this is why. This is why you get paid the big bucks for those one-liners. No, I don't think you understand. Oh, Jose Mourinho, what do we think anyway? What's our thoughts very quickly before we move on? Need to move on.
Mad. That's all I think. It's a madness. Just to let you know, England have won 3-0. Harry Kane got his goal in the end. So there you go. He came on, bagged the goal.
Good stuff.
And the good stuff, England are moving forward. The experimental team was a bit meh.
Was it
but
a bit
when
smelly?
the actual, not smelly, it was just a bit, okay, come on. The Bosnia's giving you a game here. But when the actual big guys came on, yeah, it was game, set, and match.
It was game done. Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll do a deep dive into the Euros next week.
Next week.
We
Return of the sweepstake, people.
Remember Robinho's Infantino sweepstake.
Why am I?
Robinho Infantino is back next week, people, for the most Bennettist sweepstake we will ever see.
Hot and cold balls, literally. He knew, literally, man. It was bent as can be.
Do you know what? I never thought I could see it live in the flesh, but when what's it? David thought he drew France, and he was given. What did he get in the end? He got something like. Did he get Uruguay?
Qatar.
He got Qatar. He was
the wheel landed.
The screen stopped at. Was it no Belgium? It stopped at Belgium, and you gave him Qatar. You robbed him.
He's a criminal.
You're a criminal.
Yeah, you buy a MacBook of Robin, you leave with a bottle of Iron Brew. He's a spinster. He's a trickster. He's a trickster. Spinning.
Talking about talking about farcical and bent behavior. What are Bayern Munich doing, guys?
Okay.
All right. Who wants to dissect this one?
I mean, you said
so here's the timeline. I'm gonna give the timeline. We knew that Bayern were getting rid of Tommy Tuchel, yeah, and then they now start getting on a managerial hunt. They start sounding out Xavi Alonso. They start going for other big guys. They start asking Conte. They look at Pep. They thought, can we get him in a year back? Like, great to good, decent managers. They start looking at Ten Hag to see if he's going to get fired. All of a sudden, everyone's saying no. They asked for Jürgen Nagelsmann, can he come back? He says no. They asked for Hansi Flick. They say no. And then now they're starting to go back to Tommy Tuchel, and they're like, Rod, we have no one. Can you stay for us? He's like, well, you fired me. I'm not staying. So you'd think that a big club, a respectable club, by the way, like we used to normally applaud Bayern for being efficient, for being good, well-managed club.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, and I remember I put it in the group chat about 4 weeks before it actually happened, and they said there's rumblings about Vinny Company going, and I was like, oh, this is funny. I'm gonna put it in the group chat, and nothing's gonna happen. It started getting legs. I thought there was no smoke, but lo and behold, it started heating. And then I just said, guys, I think this actually might happen. And if it does, my respect has gone down. lo and behold,
What the hell is going on?
Vincent Kompany is now the manager of Bayern Munich.
What is going on? AD, what is going on?
Bro, it's mad. It's I mean, I've heard the term fail upwards quite a lot here, but this is of monumental epic proportion. He didn't even give a decent attempt to the Premier. You know, like sometimes you can go down, you can fight valiantly. But you know, I saw a tweet, yeah. And this tweet, I think it just sums it all up. Kompany was out for himself the whole time. He didn't give a damn if Burnley sunk or swam. His thing was Muric can pass it to the striker 1,000 times. As long as I put myself in the window and people can see my quote unquote principles and my style of play, I'm gonna get that move. I'm gonna get that move.
Oh, is that what people are saying?
And what a move he got.
I tell you what, if you're a Burnley fan, it must be sore, because it's one thing to be like, you know what, look, he's got a bigger gig, you know, like if you like when you lose De Zerbi, for example, you're a Brighton fan, you lose De Zerbi to a big club, whatever, you might think, yeah, you're right, fair's fair. But what? Bayern München have gone for Vincent Kompany. I just can't. You know, Footy Agenda says Bayern Munich tried to check every coach in Europe and none of them wanted the job. Lopetegui refused them for West Ham.
Huh? So the question I think I'll ask is why? What is so bad about Bayern Munich these days?
To be fair, it's a horror show up there. The board is.
The thing is, it's not the team.
Lest we
It's
forget.
the board.
Do you remember when they sacked? What was it?
It's not Nagelsmann when they were up for a treble.
Yeah, but Salam Mohamedic last year.
Yeah.
Got fired on the pitch.
When they won the title.
He got fired on the
colors. Yeah, he had the towel. He had the Bayern. He had his accreditation on around his neck. And they tapped him. I said,
bro.
Oh my god, it's farcical behavior, guys. It's a joke. It's actually a joke. So, and the thing is, when Tuchel got there, and obviously Tuchel was like barely got any leg room because, you know, of what happened in the season. You know, he finished third and everything else. But he was calling out this board early doors, bruv, off the gate.
Yeah.
Yo, he said, it's all well and good you want me to win the Champions League, but I need the club to run efficiently like it used to. When I was managing Dortmund and Mainz, he said, this club was never like this. I would have taken victories against this club had I been managing the other. I said, yo, this guy is just going pound for pound. Wow. Wow. You know what I mean? Just shots. No wonder why he's not taking the job back when they were offering him to take it, because they were even going back to Nagelsmann, which, by the way, they went for Julian Nagelsmann, as you said, Robinho, right? Who they fired, right? Who is the coach of the national team a month before the tournament. These guys are having a friggin' laugh.
They're drunk.
They're drunk.
Drunk of power, clearly.
On power.
Wave.
Honestly, it's madness. Germany and Ukraine drawing 0-0 is crazy.
Oh.
That is crazy still. That is crazy still. No disrespect to Ukraine, but them man don't even train together. What the hell's going on?
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Had to be done. Had to be done.
No, it didn't. It really didn't.
A 0-0 with Ukraine is mad. I swear Shakhtar play in Poland. Come on, guys. Do me a favor.
Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. We're moving on. We're moving on, people.
It's not funny, though. It's not funny.
You might not know what is laughing. I'm saying let's move on.
Oh man, I'm gone, man. I'm gone. Safe.
You can get out of it. Anyway, Bracket says, my respect for that football club that in the state of Bavaria, Germany, has gone down the drain. Bracket, this episode has to be retitled Football is Finished, because everything we've discussed today,
that's a sick title.
It's the end of the football that we know.
As we know it, yeah. It's the end as we know it.
It's the end.
It's
I've
the
got
new
Vincent
football.
Company walking
It's the new
into
football.
and you're calling it the new football.
It's the new.
Enough with this.
All the managers are bored as well. Even Company's bored as well.
Vincent Company has landed the Bayern Munich job when he took Burnley down at a canter. He took
Yeah, it wasn't even a respectable down.
no.
You know, like Blackpool, you know what I mean? Fighting the final day, you lose at Old Trafford, play some good brother.
Mate, Everton lost like 30 points and still survived.
They
Get the hell out of here.
Points. The points
the
were
hell out of here.
deducted.
What happened to the game I once loved? Listen, it's in the bin, mate.
It's dead.
Football Manager right now. It's in the bin.
It
It's
is
in the
Football
bin.
Manager, if I'm very honest. It's very Football Manager right now.
Football Manager's more realistic.
Football Manager.
On no save would Company get sacked, leave Burnley to get to Bayern Munich after the season he had. On no save is that possible.
Oh, I can't deal, man. I can't friggin' deal. Where are you, man, taking your talents? To me, I'm personally badminton. We need to find a new sport. Me, I'm Formula One at least. I've got something at least to hang on.
We talk about Formula One.
Whoa.
No, guys. Formula One is a very dangerous sport. Did you see what happened at Monaco?
You're damn right I did. I'm freaking right I saw what happened at Monaco. Yeah, that's what you get when you... Two cars don't fit into one, okay? Rule number... That's quick maths, okay? Two cars don't go into one. So if you try to get in the same lane as another car, you're going to crash. It's as simple as that.
Simple as, yeah?
These are multi-million pound drivers.
Adrian, did you? It was hilarious. Obviously, the lights go out. They're doing their thing. They're going through the tunnel. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
They cut away to the corner and they cut back. And there's just two mangled cars just there. we did not see the crash until later. They were just there.
Were they in the heap?
In the mate, carbon fiber everywhere. The debris was outrageous. That's a red flag the race. They just red flagged it. They said
they stopped the race. They completely stopped the race.
We're just gonna start again. That's what they said. Literally stopped the race. I said, we're gonna clean up this crap, okay, and we're gonna start again because that was a horror show. So we're gonna start again. That's what we're gonna do.
It was a 2-car pileup.
It was an absolute cluster. That's what I would call it. It was like a cluster, like a crunchy nut frigging cluster. That's what it was. But yeah, Company to Bayern Munich is just ridiculous.
What is that cereal?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one before. Take your word for it.
Crunchy nut cornflakes, right? The original crunchy nut cornflakes are just normal flakes, right? The cluster is a bunch of those flakes put into one. That's what the Formula One Grand Prix at Monaco was. It was
okay.
Pete,
hey, you man, when's the last time you bought cereal?
Oh, it's been a while.
I had cereal since 05, bro.
That's an 05.
Do you know what? Do you know what's very weird? I can only eat cereal at my parents' home.
Huh? How come? What's the sense behind that?
No, it's just, you know, like when you grew up with such a routine.
Yeah.
That when every time you go home, it just feels like, right, I'm up. I'm in the yard. The first thing I do, I need to go have cereal. But anywhere else, I'm not having breakfast, really.
So you don't like cereal, you just do it because you've always done it.
I love cereal. That's the thing. But I just don't have time.
You know
I wake up and it's time to get the bread. That's literally
it. Go.
Cereal was made to drug kids, bro. I swear down, because we got hooked on that like cocaine, bro. It was absolute drug.
I mean, cocaine was probably better for us than some of these, bro.
Frosties.
Do you remember that Golden Balls one?
Oh, Golden Graham, Golden Nuggets.
Golden Nuggets.
I'm sure they discontinued that. That was awful.
You know what? I will forever be a Rice Krispies guy. That was always me.
Wow.
Rice Krispies.
Nat says the worst cereal are anyone
brand flakes.
Are brand
flakes. That's a fiber. That's awful. That's awful.
Eat straw. If that's what you take me, go eat wheat. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll just go eat.
You get prescribed that at a GP. The brown plates is awful when you're constipated. Get out of there.
Asad, this is your second warning because you're telling me Weetabix is a
Wait,
good
that-
cereal. Get
What's
the
wrong with
hell
you?
out of here.
With the sugar.
Get the hell out of here. It's
No,
porridge.
when it's hot. When it's hot.
Guys, wait
It's
there.
porridge.
Guys, wait
How-
there.
Delicious, man.
And porridge is awful.
let me-
Especially when it gets Luke and the skin gets up and you have to peel it. That's disgusting. Go, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, man.
Best part, dude.
Robin, I see what you're saying about Weetabix. I'll raise you this, guys. So at work, innit, for the first time in my life. Because if you ever noticed the advert for Weetabix, have you ever noticed it's not porridge form?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's the hay. It's the snap. It's the
It's the
yeah.
So,
Hey, why am I a
so-
horse?
So
Hey.
at work, people were getting 2 biscuits of that Weetabix, putting it in a bowl, cold milk, and going to town.
They've gone mad.
I said, get the hell out of here.
Well, no preparation.
No prep. And the
That's
thing
like
is,
eating raw meat. They just stuck it. They just stuck it in. They ain't cooked it. They're not trying to deal with that.
no, do you know what though? And the thing is, it's
They're
the
not
fact
dealing with that. I can't believe.
they were trying to justify it, saying, look, don't you see on the box? It's got just the 2 biscuits and milk. Off you go. What we warming for? I said,
Off
you lot.
you go where?
lot-
What do you mean off you go?
I said, you lot are criminals. Criminals. All of you lot. Criminal. If you don't ever get down with a criminal record or you go to jail, I'll say I could have shown you where it started. It started when they were having cold Weetabix. Criminals. Oh my days. And that says
Big bread started.
this is a bit weird. Cereal with yogurt is better than cereal with milk.
I've never done it before, but it sounds delicious. I can see why. I can see why.
I don't see the vision. Where's the
I
ball
can't-
No,
going?
I see it.
No,
The
Adrian, where
texture.
is the ball going? Where
The
is it
texture.
going?
Nah, that's a good idea.
Wow. Okay. Cereal is the best on the go, says Assad. Hotels have the worst cereal options. You see that small box that they try to bring
And
you?
a small box here.
And
Continental
you need,
breakfast.
that's not one serving. That
I'm
can't
a
be-
fiddler.
eh?
Maybe like I'm 18 months old. Get out of my
You think I've just
Don't
come out
don't get me a full English, man.
with you?
And you can wash it down with some orange juice. Excuse me.
Excuse you,
Out of there, man. Out of there.
Robert. What you know about Weetos, my brother?
Sounds
What is it?
You know what? I had that back in the day, and I don't know why I had it.
Is
Weetos
the
is dead.
circle things.
Yeah, Weetos is
Yeah.
dead. I don't know why I had it. I used to have it a lot when I was a kid. Solid, reliable shreddies. See, you're another savage guy, Taha. You're savage, blood. What do you mean, shreddies, blood?
I like chocolate shreddies.
Oh, look at these guys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yo, for your
Hey,
generation,
American.
are you from the A? Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
delicious.
You know,
I never
cinnamon
had it
toast
before,
crunch.
but I wish I did.
No. Adrian, it's pure sugar.
I
Mate,
can imagine.
Pure.
I can imagine.
when I went to the States for the first time, guys, we were copying boxes of that Fruit Loops. Yeah, what? That Fruit Loops used to hit like crack, blood.
Yeah,
We were
Fruit
back
Loops look good. Yeah, Fruit Loops look good.
to smuggle it back.
You
to
know
the
what?
country.
You know, no, Adrian, have you ever been to America? Just ask you.
You're gonna get past customs with so much sugar.
Adrian, have you ever been to America?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had sour Skittles in America?
Oh, I haven't, but that sounds amazing. How is it?
No. I thought our Skittles were sour. Sour
Nope.
Skittles in America, they put the sours on the inside and the outside.
Love
It
that.
is insane.
Love that.
Wow.
Like that. I was like, raw.
I want to move to America just for the food, man.
My teeth died that week.
Oh, the food alone. That's all I'm going for. The
If I get to like 50 or 60 and I'm tired of life, I just go there and eat, bro. Eat.
coffee goes.
I'll get a gastric. Nah, I'll get the opposite of a gastric band. I just say, just let me eat, man. Nice.
Let me go.
Let me go, man.
No.
That's
Open it up.
Johnson, bro.
Raw.
Go,
What's going on here?
go. Oh,
Have you seen Alvin Johnson these days? All the muscle is
It's gone.
zap.
gone, bro. Sapped, literally.
But,
Guy used to
Rice
have-
Krispies-
He used to have knee pads on his thighs. This muscle is gone. The mustard.
Yeah.
He hasn't worn straight fit since 1982. Hey, oh man, they went slim fit. If you can wear one of those skinny jeans, they'll fit. One skinny jean will go around these. The whole trousers will go around his bicep. It's crazy, man. They wear it in his arm.
Tahar says cereal is overrated though. Give me toast or eggs. Okay,
Yeah,
toast.
spot on.
What
But
do you mean it's crazy?
toast on its own is weird. Come on.
Oh, on its own. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Obviously, you put something on it.
Put something on it. I mean, do yourself a
Yeah,
favor.
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
By the time you've left the house after you've had that toast, you're hungry again. You ain't eating. You ain't eating a damn thing. Scrambled eggs better than fried eggs. Yeah, 100%.
I agree.
100%.
I like cool eggs, to be fair. What's your man's favorite?
All right, Eddie Abu. Flipping hell. Flipping.
Boiled. Get the heck out of here. What? Poached? Get the heck out of
Poached is
here.
delicious. Poached is delicious.
Poach can do one.
Oh, you man getting too mad. You don't like poached eggs?
It's all
Boiled
about the
and
scramble,
poached can
and
get
it's all about
scrambled and fried.
It's all
Scrambled
about
and fried.
Fried is calm, yeah.
Does omelette count? Does omelette count?
Omelet's gangster. I like omelets.
Omelet's the best of the all.
Omelet's not an egg though. Does that mean it's more than an egg?
Yeah, it's more than an egg. Yeah, that's what I was
we're getting some green peppers,
some peppers, some onions.
An egg.
We're gonna make it rain on these friggin'. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie, a cup of tea along can do with in the morning. I don't eat anything unless I wake up extra early. Standard cup of tea.
Yeah,
tea. I can't have. I love tea, but I only have it when I'm sick. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I only have it when I'm sick. Not enough time.
Are you not sure the tea don't make you sick? Think about it.
Toast, a bit of butter and some chili thing on my mum's makes wallahi buff.
What, chili on toast?
No, do you know what it is? Yeah. Nah, it's got to have some eggs on there. You got to throw some eggs in there. Come on.
No, I'm trying to.
Or even like some avocado, like mashed up avocado, a little bit of chili.
You lost me there. Avocado can do one.
Oh, Robinho, you haven't lived.
Yeah, man. You're
talk to me about your avocado. You talk to me about your guacs, your Austin 360.
Cookie crisp. That's a cookie.
What's the difference between avocado and guacamole?
Hey?
Nothing. You make guac from avocado.
Yeah, it's just avocado. Just mush it up.
Yeah.
Just mush it
Got
up.
you.
Frosties was cocaine. So too was crunching up for me. Crunching up cornflakes was cocaine.
Yeah, Frosties was nice.
Honey. Whoo.
Honey nut Cheerios, yep. Cocoa Puffs. Boiled eggs are underrated. We got another Eddie Abu over here. Boiled eggs are underrated. Scrambled with a little bit with a salted taste. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that salt in there.
You got to go in there.
AD shops at Ocado and Rachel.
And Lidl. Don't forget Lidl.
Man said don't forget Lidl, brother. Man said you go to Ocado, you know.
I don't even know where Ocado is. I see the I live near a warehouse, but
that's the bad. To your house. That's a delivery thing.
Oh, the delivery thing. Yeah.
This is too funny. I only eat breakfast on weekends or holidays.
I hear it.
Too funny.
I hear it.
Are we just gonna ignore how Robin gave me a second warning for saying Weetabix with sugar is lame?
Yes.
It's so lame.
No, it's not.
I can't believe you didn't like Weetabix. Weetabix was legit.
Dead. Get the heck out of here.
Hot chocolate with toast.
Got mega power.
Do you know what?
Yeah, Nutella. Yeah, Nutella. Nice.
Nutella. Hot Nutella.
Oh, some of mad. No, he meant hot chocolate as in the drink.
Yeah,
I hear that, but I'm saying put Nutella on the toast. I'm there. I'm
there. Nutella. I'm all over it. Delicious.
I think you know what? I've not had hot chocolate in years because I got introduced to mockers and they have killed. They're gonna. That's gonna be the thing that's gonna kill me.
Alright, so it's
wow, God forbid, man.
No, guys, when you guys bury me, you will see cause of death, mocha. That would be the thing. Honestly,
wait, what?
You heard it here first. And I want you lot to pour a cup. When I'm getting lowered down, I want you to pour a cup of that mocha, of that rich mocha. Oh my god. I got introduced to that. I think I was like 15 years old. I've never drank hot chocolate since. Bro, I never drank hot chocolate since.
What? Who taught you that? You didn't learn that on the playground.
No, Peter, put on Mirad's
It's a
comment.
grown man thing.
I need to understand if this guy is a builder. Because what is happening here?
Elite worst food ever made. Ketchup sandwich. Soft white Kingsmill on ketchup. What?
I'm not proud. I'm not proud. I've done that at like 3 o'clock a few times.
Oh my god.
What are you man building? I need to know.
Disgusting. Nah, it's nasty. Bro, you know when you open a cupboard, there's nothing. It's bare bloods.
Guys.
No, but there's no
We are done.
No biscuits. No.
there's nothing.
We're done. Guys, we need to move on from this conversation now. That has ended. A ketchup sandwich. No. Robinho.
Nah, it's a struggle meal. It's a struggle meal. I hear it. I've done it. And to be honest with you, if times were tough, I'd do it again.
Listen, it's Murad from the blocks of Macedonia.
No. What?
That is not the one. That is not
That's
the one.
what?
Robinho, we're changing the subject now. Manchester United are your FA Cup champions or winners this year.
Tasty bloods.
Talk to us about it, because I can't believe you just entertained a ketchup sandwich. Wembley. Go on.
Don't look at you, try it.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is this the most fraudulent FA Cup run ever?
The thing is, you were good value in the final, though.
I know.
You beat Liverpool.
But look at the way we got to the final. Because I
Honestly,
remember back in
fair.
January, I can't remember who we played. That
you
was
played
like in the
Newport
middle.
County.
In Newport County, and we
Newport County.
struggled.
You played Coventry City,
We struggled.
where I don't know how you're in the final. In all honesty, I don't even know how you even walked out at Wembley.
How you like to throw the tail?
When these men walked out at Wembley, I said, "How have they got here? How did they get here?" Honestly,
And I remember the words that Peter said in general. If Manchester United somehow win this FA Cup, football is the fakest thing in the world.
it's fake.
He said that to me. Wow.
It is fake.
But here we are in a final where no one believed. Not even United.
Not even United fans.
No one. No one believed.
No one could believe.
We have left here with a trophy after the season from hell.
You left with something.
Wow.
Yeah, you left with something.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave with something. And you know what? Here's what I'll say very quickly on thingy. The Bruno Fernandes assist, I screamed. Because I said, "Oh, how does he see Kobe Mainoo on the left?"
I said that's why he's staying. He is not going nowhere.
Who's he?
Bruno Fernandes. I said he is going nowhere.
Bruno Fernandes, yeah?
He's going nowhere this season.
But
But
they played basically non-league and League One and League Two. Jesus. Is that your route to the final? Alongside Liverpool, though. Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Bruno assist was a failed shot.
No, I'm not
That's
having
an
that.
outrageous claim.
I'm not having that. That is
He knew where he was. He knew where he was.
Exactly was. But
Taha, stop it. Stop it now. Flipping out. Rice and ketchup. Get the flipping out.
That's
no,
crazy.
honestly,
That texture, you can't even eat it.
No.
do you know what it was, Pete, about this game?
Go
I
on.
was so pissed off with Manchester United.
Why?
I thought this was look at the season we had. It's the worst season in Premier League history. We finished with a -1 deficit. We owe the Premier League goals. That is mad.
Man, them go next season owing goals, blood. Nah.
Like it is.
They're in
horrible.
arrears,
They're in arrears.
We're facing the best team in
Bailiff.
England and possibly one of the best teams of the world at the time.
Yeah.
If you put a bet on Manchester United winning, I don't know how much money you would have made, because the bookies all said Manchester City.
There were some very happy Man United fans, definitely. There must be a plan, surely.
So what's happened? Well, the game's back and forth, all that stuff. We have a couple chances, they have a couple chances. And then what happened at the back for Man City? Guardiola What is going on here? Heads it on top of the keeper, gives it to Garnacho. Lovely, 1-0. But even then, I was just like, huh? What's going on here? All right, but it's 1-0. Not going to say anything because we thought that, yes, City are going to come back, do whatever. And then the football that was played.
Fußball spielen.
The football was played, went from Onana to Rashford. Rashford plays a perfect ball across.
Great switch.
Fine.
Yeah. Great switch.
Finds Salah. No, was it Garnacho? No, it's Garnacho. Finds Garnacho.
Yeah, sure.
Passes it to Bruno, and then Kobe. The guy is the truth.
Kobe Menu.
Kobe.
Menu.
Yeah. Scoring on City's neck and all that stuff. And then it was just a game of hit and hope because City had their chances. They hit the bar, all and all that stuff. It literally took an Onana blunder, like it happens every game. Plays fantastic for 85 minutes, and then does a madness.
No. Oh, no. Yeah.
And then
No.
And then, the full-time whistle went, and I just sat there and I said,
You
"Oh my
can't
gosh,
believe
we won.
it.
We've won." And I just lost my mind, and I was just like, "Wow, we've won the FA Cup. We've won the FA Cup. We beat Manchester City in a good way, not in like it was lucky. We actually beat them.
No, you beat them well, fair and square, mate. Fair and square.
Yeah.
You know,
and then I was smiling. Like this club, I hate this club, but when we won a trophy, it reeled me right back in. I was all in. I was like, we go again. We go again.
This guy, huh? He rocks up for the FA Cup lift. You know what I mean? For the trophy lift that went by the Royal Box. Look at this guy.
Royal Box there, man.
No?
Hey,
he was in Inter a minute ago.
the first trophy under the Ineos banner. But what I was saying is that I think after the game and all that stuff and everything that's happened, we don't know what's next. We all thought Ten Hag was getting fired. He's still here.
He was a bit prickly after the game as well. I thought, flipping hell, mate, take your win and go, man. Do you know what I mean? He ain't got to fight back. Like he's been fighting back to all the haters, apparently.
However, he was talking crud, but there were some of the things he was saying. I was just like, you know what? I can't chat to that because he said 2 years, 2 trophies. What are you talking about?
That said, even if I leave, I'm going to another club to win trophies because that's what I do.
I said,
That's down.
And the thing is, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Nah, he needs to pipe down. There's a thing called humility. Pride comes before a fall.
I was just like, I can't chat to you.
Flipping out.
But then,
they're like, wow.
After that, he was admitting like how bad the season's gone and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Aside, no one's saying that the whole season is acceptable. The season is horrible, all that stuff. But the fact that we won a trophy that's crazy. We won the FA Cup against everything that happened.
It's a crazy year, man. The FA Cup is bizarre. It's a bizarre tournament. And you were good value for money, mate. You were good value for money.
And now in the Europa League, we knocked Chelsea down to the conference. And Newcastle, who was singing Europe again, are going nowhere.
Bring Isak, bring Bruno Guimaraes. If there's no European football for them, bring them.
What, Milldeal, yeah?
That's what I got. What do you say?
Milldeal, combo,
blood. All the protein. You know what I'm saying? Bring that, man. Are you
mad? Bring it.
Bring that.
Yeah, so I don't. If you ask me what's going on with Erik Ten Hag, no one knows because they're still doing this process thing. It looks like everyone that said he was going to be fired after FA Cup was wrong, and it's just a thing of it's like we're all waiting, and as the day goes on, I'm like, right. Transfer season is coming up. Players already signing. Can we actually get this sorted?
Yeah.
And move? That is all I want. Is he staying? Is he not? If he stays, I don't think he should stay. I still think the season he's had I think the season that he's had is horrible. But he can have a claim to say. Unfortunately, he does have a claim to say, like, listen, I bought you 2 cups. And the second time I won the cup, I had the team that I wanted and I played, and we won comfortably. Look what I can do. That's his claim.
Robin, off the back of that second claim, because I've had a thought, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not an Eric Ten Hag fan. I don't really have an affinity towards the guy. But I sat down and I thought to myself, no, but hang on a minute. The injuries this guy has had, like 60, 70 injuries this year alone. And then when we saw Lisandro Martinez in the back, right? And you sort of saw how
we actually had centre backs.
and you saw how United looks a lot more settled, how they're actually able to progress the play from sort of back to front. Would you be open? I mean, first of all, do you think he has a leg to stand there where he can say, look, I haven't had my players, I haven't had my guys, I've had lots of injuries, give me another crack at this?
So my point is that he's that's what I said. He can say he's given you 2 cups, and in that final, we said I had my players on stuff, but it's a thing of when you don't have everything, what are you going to do? As a good coach arrests situations. We finished 8th.
Oh, sometimes you forget how bad things are, you know.
Yeah, like when the trophy's won, like Peter says, all sins are forgiven.
All sins are forgiven, man. Let me tell you.
That's unacceptable under any circumstances, man. Even if you're playing the academy boys, like,
yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. But look, United won the FA Cup fair and square, and they are playing in the Europa League next season. And as you said, Chelsea Conference League and Newcastle not in Europe anymore. Yeah, but ain't nobody going to be with Evans and Casemiro.
Shout out Johnny Evans. He completed every trophy in football now with Manchester United.
Has he flipping now? Wait, he never won the FA Cup. That's
not with Man United. Not with Man United.
That's a surprise. That's a surprise.
He won it with Leicester, but not with Manchester United. So he's won every cup with,
Surprised by that. Okay, guys, very quickly because it's really, really late. But I thought I'd just touch on it very quickly. Atalanta, your Europa League champions, Gasperini and the crew. You better believe I was.
I was sad, you know. I was sad.
Why?
Because I wanted Xavi to do the thing. I wanted to go.
Brother, if an Italian,
however,
if an Italian team comes, I'm sorry.
Serie A.
It must remain.
It must remain.
It must remain. Oh, you know, even Fiorentina, who lost the other final, again in the final again. Final. Come on. Put some respect on Serie A, by the way. The best league in the world.
They got.
You went too far, man. Stretched it. In the world?
Adrian, they've got 9 teams in Europe next season.
We've got
that's crazy. That roster's stacked. And last season champions ain't one of them. Crazy.
Napoli's not one of them. I don't think it's 9, Robin. I think it's 8 because Fiorentina lost. Yeah,
they lost. Yeah,
Torino were going to be in it, but because Fiorentina lost, so they didn't get it.
Even though 8 is mad.
To have almost half your league in Europe is a farce.
More or less. You know what I mean? 80%.
It's ridiculous.
I'm even mad, not 80%, don't mind me. But yeah, a lot of teams.
We hear you, bro. We hear you. It's literally
like 40%. 40%. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Atalanta, they bopped.
Oh, loved it. Adamono Lookman, take your hat off, mate. Hat trick as well. Lovely stuff. We're gonna sort that out at some stage. We'll discuss it next week, Assad, in terms of our Euro schedule. Can we do a quick not that guy? I want to bring up Sir Jim Ratcliffe forcing his staff to come and work in the office or taking early resignation, early redundancy. What's the matter with this bloke? How broke is Man United?
Come do your job, people. Too many people working from home. Too many people working from home. Come do your job.
The season's over. It's not like we're playing football matches.
There is work to be. The stadium is falling apart, people. There's work to be done.
Robert, do you back him?
I back it.
Of course he backs him.
I back it. Really? I don't back him. I back it. I'm not a full-on work from home person, personally, because I like my team to be in the job, like all that stuff. Because sometimes when it gets
Robin.
I need my
Corporate
team to
Rob.
Corporate Rob.
Don't get me wrong.
Robin, I tell you what, yeah.
I'm not against the 3-day weekend. Like, if you want to try that, let's do it. But Monday to Thursday, be in the office.
Robin, these snowflakes, right? These snowflakes, right? They nap off 2 days of the week. They're not in the office, right? It's driving down gross domestic product, and they're not working hard, and they're in their gowns at 12 o'clock. You don't like it, do you? You hate it.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. If I can be in, and I'm coming.
Wow. Why can't they?
I'm not gonna ask you to do anything I wouldn't do. All right, Vince.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Be in.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no. Can I have a couple not that guys?
Very quickly.
Number one, I don't know if you guys saw the beta squad versus AMP.
I didn't see it, to be fair.
Yeah, because it was funny. I just realized that some of these football titters, United Trey, I don't know if you had him, the guy that always gets the prediction wrong. Yeah. He was the goalkeeper and has fans. I said,
he's awful. He's awful. I'm not taking a football opinion he says seriously again.
Mark Goldbridge. Horrible scenes, Jeff.
Goldbridge.
But anywho, these man obviously went 6-6. It was supposed to go to penalties. But all of these youths decided to pitch invade on a charity football match.
Friggin' farcical.
It's a farce.
To be honest, I'm not surprised, you know. It's on brand.
It's so dead.
These kids, they want to make their moment on their 15 seconds of fame. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not surprised.
No, because I felt bad for it because obviously you see the Sidemen charity match.
Just ruined it. Yeah.
Like the Sidemen lot, they do it properly, like proper security and all that stuff. And then you have these lot, like Chunks and them lot that are like growing up and trying to be the next big group. And they try and pull it off. And then the security just don't help them and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just long. But
same goes for that jabroni at the Champions League final. The game kicked off 5 seconds.
5 seconds. You're on the pitch.
According to people that were at the game, so there was 3 pitch runners in that game. Like, come on, what's going on there, man?
People would have died for those tickets.
Honestly, you spent about $1,000 at the minimum, and you ran on within 5 seconds. You've been kicked out of the stadium. That's it. You're done.
Imagine that return on investment is
mental. That guy has left Wembley. He's on Wembley Way, where it's empty because everybody's inside.
No, but I'm hearing that there was like a bet on whoever done it first will get like paid 100K or something like that. I heard like that.
I don't mean to sound silly. If I speak, don't worry.
I speak.
Hey, Jose is the guy, man.
He's actually our football culture legend. Peter, can I just tell you, Daniel Sturridge scored against United.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, that's when you know. Not that guy. It has to be Serie A. How can you finish your season yesterday? Yo.
When I saw the tweets yesterday, I said, "You guys are still playing football,
brother."
We had the Champions League final. That's the last game of the season.
To play a match after the Champions League final is
insanity.
Do you know what?
Activity.
Do you know what's also wild? 2-2's now. The Premier League season has ended.
Yeah.
Why am I seeing Newcastle playing a game in Perth?
Blood fire. Even Tottenham Hotspur as well.
Tottenham, yeah. Like, why are
someone got injured?
Damn right. I hope they did. Flipping out.
Was it Trippier or someone? Can't remember.
Mate, it's ridiculous. I think it was Trippier. I think it was like that. I think someone
like, what are you doing? You're telling me after Sunday 4 p.m. that you got on a plane to Perth?
You know,
like it's not even close, you know.
Nat said, sort it out, asking David to sort it out. The pitch invasions in the first 4 seconds. He weren't even at Wembley.
And it wasn't David. It was at Hyde Park. He was at Hyde Park, man. You think that can happen on David's watch?
Those fans that went to the Beta squad in playing Palace, yeah, that's crazy. Say swear Serie A ended yesterday. Yes, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I see friggin' was it Bologna? Who was it?
We had the trophy celebration.
It was already happened. Yeah,
it's already happened, and it
Look,
happened.
don't flag enough Gasparini.
Inter just said, "No, we're all right. So see you later, guys." What the hell are we doing here? Oh my god. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. We will be back next Monday talking all things England and Euros and France and Italy and Germany and the Netherlands.
Guys, we're off to Deutschland.
We are off to Berlin. And we will.
We're gonna watch the opening game.
Not that
Scotland.
guy. The Belarus League in 2020 for playing when all the world was in lockdown. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was mad.
The Belarus League. Yo, you know what Belarus means? I think I say this every time. Do you know what Belarus means in English?
It's Little Russia.
White Russia.
Oh, it's White Russia.
White Russia, yeah. Bella, I think, is white. But yeah, the Euros actually starts next week. I mean,
you're damn right.
Next Friday it starts, guys. We've had no rest for the wicked. But yes, we'll be
questions. Why are Mandem in Perth? Like Isak was in Perth. All right, big man. Don't you have a Euros to play for?
On the real. Spurs were in Perth as well. Spurs were out there.
Newcastle Spurs. Yeah.
Arsenal women were out there. Flipping hell, man. Do you know what I mean? They were out there. And then I saw Mary Ups pull a hammy at the friendly the other day. Was it
You're joking? Why even a postseason friendly? How does that benefit anyone?
No, it was actually a European. So imagine they played.
Oh, first.
It's a European
qualifier, which they sold out St. James's Park. Fair play to them.
Oh, big, massive.
I said Putin is scary. Named a country after his own country. FC Minsk and Bate Borisov, April 2020. The streets will never forget. They will never forget. On that note,
next week we're going to be talking Germany versus Scotland.
Scotland.
It's going to be great.
We'll be talking all sorts of Euros finals 2024. So we'll see you then. Until next week. Peace, everybody.